Cool.
In our last session, the 5 of you met for the first time in the library of Survey Team 6, their headquarters. You got a rather awkward pitch from a still injured captain of the survey team. A lot of rattling, high-minded stuff that shook at least one of your party members. You got to explore the headquarters, set up a little bit of your rooms, and venture forth on the first official quest for Survey Team 6. In an effort to support Survey Team 2, you guys joined Sophia Verdun, in your travels down into the lower quarter, into what's known as the drips, down towards the sewers, and the only thing you know is after a recent flooding of the system, there is a monster destroying some of the equipment down there, and you guys have been sent to figure it out. When we left off, the bunch of you had just revealed an area of the dungeon with 2 rust monsters. You saw the creatures with clacking mandibles and strange antennae over their eyes, bulging, strange, black pupils. And I had you both you guys roll for initiative. So now, as we come down to it, Lorem, you would be first to go, but the monsters move first.
Uh-oh. The crab things, they look kind of like crabs. Like if a crab got like rolled into a ball.
Get the fuck out of here!
It moves. These clacking, strange feet, leaving gouges in the stone, not seem to be impeded by any of the sewer excrement around. It engages Aaron quickly. The strange antenna-like appendages over its eyes. Last shout. Are you, what is your staff made of, Aaron?
That's a good point.
It's a snake staff. Is it wooden?
Is it made out of wood?
He is a druid, so...
That's
But he
true,
has
but
metal
he's
stuff
wearing
on
metal
him.
armor.
Oh, that's also true.
I think it's wood. Pretty sure.
Okay.
You've not encountered many sea druids.
The color of it looks kind of like white and silverish, but I don't know.
That's just mine.
Yeah.
But no, it's made of wood from what I
Okay.
can tell. But I do have armor on for sure.
I need you, as the first roll of the night, to make a dexterity saving throw.
Uh-oh.
Oh man, it'd be hilarious if before you could use your staff, it just dissolved.
I'm gonna quit the campaign if that happens right now because of Sean.
Because like, I guess it's gonna dissolve his armor instead then.
We get
You succeed, as the antenna seems to glow with a strange yellowish aura. You dodge out of the way as it comes slashing down, not at your staff, which you expected, but towards your armor. You move quickly out of the way, closer to its jaws. It takes a snap at you. Ooh. Does a 17 hit?
It is my AC, so yep.
Beats it. Okay.
Plenty HP, we're
Oh
good.
my god, what? I apologize in advance. You
It's
take
okay.
11
Oof.
piercing damage as it bites through your armor, 2 or 3 of its talons getting around it in some of the plates, as well as 3 poison damage. You feel a jolt as one of its talons breaks the skin, something pulsing near your side.
Ah!
I
Ah!
believe
He's just a
that will be
friendly
the end of that
little
turn.
beast. It's just a friendly beastie. Don't, it's
Lauren,
okay.
it would be your turn if the monster didn't move first.
Right. I mean, 12 is not exactly high.
Oh, no.
Engaging
We
with
did roll
Frey.
pretty.
Frey. Again, the weird tentacles whipping about over top of those creepy black pupils lash out at you. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh. Oh no.
Ooh.
So that's pretty
Ooh.
low. My board.
Okay. Your AC is reduced permanently by 1. It lashes out at you with a bite attack. And it misses. Even with the lower AC. Wait, hold on. Yeah. Now, is your AC 10 now with the reduction?
No, it's 16.
Okay. The monsters engage. Now it's Lauren's turn.
Okay. I'm gonna pull out my wand out of my sleeve and cast haste on Aaron.
Alright. Action. You have a bonus action and a move.
Nope, I'm not doing anything else.
Okay. Luna.
Am I able to attack the creatures like either above Frey and
These quarters are tight, and Frey is pretty tall, but there is space in between them. Those cubes are
Okay.
about 5 foot each, so you could theoretically have a line of sight.
I'll move up 1 to help.
Okay.
I will shoot out 2 beams of Eldritch Blast on that one.
Okay, give me a roll. Ooh. That's a hit for the first one. Go ahead and give me a roll for the
Okay.
second beam.
7.
Second one.
The first one whizzes past. You see it splash into the sewage behind, sending excrement flying. The first one, though, go ahead and roll damage.
Wow.
You hit. Its chitinous outer shell seems to flake off a little bit, and this strange greenish yellow puff emits from it. There's now somewhat of a Theris little cloud around it. That's 6 damage on that one. That's a action, move. You got a bonus action.
No, I don't think so. I'm gonna take a step back though.
Okay.
Oh, I will say to Astra, I wouldn't go too close to them.
Okay. Free action. Here we go, Aaron. Aaron, that monster, that clacking mandibles are in front of you. It just sunk its teeth into you. What are you gonna do about it?
Oh, we're pissed.
Do your thing, Aaron.
You don't even know what my thing is. But here we go.
It's a druid thing.
Ready? Don't hit my friend. And I'm gonna throw my staff behind them
Okay.
and summon the giant constrictor snake as my action.
Behind them appears this albino, huge constrictor snake. fangs dripping with poison in its all white scales, giving it an almost beautiful quality if it wasn't so fucking huge.
Let's go. And I'm gonna transform myself into a brown bear.
A brown bear, okay.
Actually, well, it's a white bear, but you know, stats are brown bear.
Yeah, I didn't recolor it yet, but
It's
I
all
will.
good.
Alright, we will give you
I'm
control.
a big old bear.
There you go. You should have control of that brown bear. We'll
Okay,
fix it
so
later.
then with my hasted action, I'm just gonna do a bite. No, sorry, a claws attack at him.
Claw attack. Slashing with his big, blunt claws. Go ahead and
That
give
is
me a roll.
D20 plus 5. So,
16
21 to hit.
hits. 21, yes.
Woo! Alright, that's 2d6 plus 4. So, 9 plus 4, 13 damage.
13
of
damage,
claws.
plus 6. You've carved a huge gash through the side of it. It's leaking a little bit of this yellowish fluid, and again, as you hit, this puff emerges from it. There's a small cloud around it now. You're not really sure what it is until it starts to sting your eyes. It's uncomfortable, but at this point, it has no effect on the bear. That's
Alright.
your action. Bonus. You gonna move out of the way? You're gonna stay where you are.
I'ma just stay. I can't get past him, so I'ma. Right? Like,
Yep.
I can't. So I'ma just stay
Standard
right
fight.
here then. Yeah, I'm a big bear, just roaring.
Oh, I was really hoping he's like to the left so you can attack my wizard friend.
Temptation is there, but no.
Okay.
Big old snake just coiled up behind him. Ready.
Astra.
Astra is going to step up next to Luna. Does she recognize these monsters and know anything particularly about them?
Roll a history
Glance.
check.
I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure that I said it was a rust monster and don't get metal stuff near it.
Valorum did say that at the end, but if you had anything else.
I was just curious if she knew anything else additional from some of her research.
You know, you haven't fought one of these, but you have heard of it being able to corrode metal, not even what it hits, but what it just sees nearby. So you want to be pretty careful of this creature and your equipment.
Okay, so heeding Luna's advice, she's gonna put down on the stone in front of her. She's gonna drop her sword and pull off her back one of the throwing axes, and if she has room, she's gonna try and shoot for the leftmost, rust monster if there is room.
I would say
Bear is
the
a large creature.
The bear is a large creature.
Would I have more room to shoot the right one then, or hit the right one?
I think so. Frey, even though he's a barbarian, he's not massive.
He's not a bear.
Yeah, he's not a bear. You'd probably have a better chance.
Okay, I'll go for the one on the right. Can I throw both, or do I need to like huck only one? Because I have to throw, pull, and throw. I don't know how you consider that.
I would say throwing one is your action. If you have 2 attacks at level 5, you should.
Yeah, so it's so I can throw 2.
Go right
Okay.
ahead.
And I will huck a hand axe. First one,
Hits.
20. Does that hit?
Hits.
Alright, cool. And I'm just gonna roll for the second one. 25.
Hits. Nice. Roll damage on both.
Alright, so first one, 8. Oh wait, whoops. Plus, there is also out of the gem on her circlet. You see a little, like, if you remember Explosion Man from Avatar: Last Airbender, you see a little. It's like this kind of like air thin stream that kind of makes a little as it goes along, and as the axe embeds into it, it kind of pushes in and kind of sprays out onto it, doing an additional that amount of force damage, 9 amount of force damage to the creature. And the second one does an additional 7 points of slashing damage. So all that for one hit.
Nice. 2 axes, 2 beams.
Well, one beam.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
2
well, unless
axes,
you mean
1
like the
beam.
Eldritch. Yeah.
Puffs emerge from the creature as it hits with the force, knocking it around. It's damaged, and again, just like the other one, there's this cloud hanging over it. Frey, your eyes start
Alright.
to burn a little bit.
Ah!
This cloud is in your way. Go ahead and give us your rounds.
Okay.
Tearful bear noises.
I am going to first I'm going to cast let's see here. Dissonant Whisper, so it's going to be a wisdom save on this guy here.
Okay. He fails.
Alright, so he's going to take 10 points of psychic damage and he has to retreat. He has to use all of his remaining movement to run away.
Okay. That doesn't matter.
Oh,
You say, what's your mocking word, or what do you whisper at this creature?
It is a discordant melody. I'm going to whisper a war hymn in the Sylvan language.
Okay, nice. That's this strange language it doesn't understand is the last thing it hears before its claw-like appendages flush out, unable to hold its weight, and it collapses to the ground.
Then I'm going to use my bonus action to pep talk the bear. So that's my bardic inspiration. It's also that's a D6.
Mm-hmm.
It's also, or not that, not bardic versatility. I don't actually. It's a combat inspiration, so it can be applied to a damage roll or to AC on an attack against it too.
Okay.
Oh,
Frey, at the end of your turn, this cloud is getting pretty thick. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
All right.
Oof.
my
This-
man.
This ferrous cloud begins to eat at it, almost like some sort of acid in the air, and your armor takes another -1 penalty, and it's down to -2.
Okay.
Lauren, it would be your turn if that creature didn't go first. It's penned in on all sides. There's something behind it. The cloud, while it wants to eat, it wants to go, it is instead having no mind of its own to think of self-preservation. It is going to attempt a bite
On who?
on Frey.
Okay.
17 plus 3 is 20. Dirty 20.
That hits.
Alright. 6, 4 is 10 piercing damage and an additional 1 poison as it catches you in a spot where the armor just isn't quite as thick and gets a couple of its teeth, these strange mandibles, emitting a bubbling greenish saliva bites into your side.
Ah!
Hmm?
Okay, so you
It's
said that was
going to-
11 total?
11 total.
God damn.
It's going to attempt to step back,
Ah!
provoking an
I'm gonna
attack of opportunity
opportunity attack that motherfucker.
for
Yeah.
both of you.
Oh, it is chalk.
Get
goes
that
to
big
death.
claws hit coming in.
If I have Warcaster,
I think it's. No, wait.
You
Might
can
be
use a
Warcaster.
spell.
Yes.
Yeah, you can use a spell.
Warcaster.
I have Warcaster, so I could use whatchamacallit,
Misses.
Vicious Mockery, right?
Yes.
Ow. That one.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that then. That's a DC 14 Wisdom save.
And what do you mockingly say to the creature that
You coward!
fail? It fails with a 12. It takes an additional 2 points of damage.
In the back of my mind, I'm like, it's just a sweet little beast. I don't want it to die. And so I just splash at the ground a little bit, I guess.
Your eyes are stinging. It's starting to burn at the edge of your gums, around your teeth, and it's obscuring your vision. You swipe at it through the cloud and miss. Lauren, you're up.
Does the snake?
Does
oh, no,
the
it's going-
goblin
No.
have the turn?
Oh.
Yes, it does actually. Unfortunately, Salomo is, as was described in the last session, ass cheek to nose with Frey, and he is shaking like a leaf. You see, he's got a little dagger in his hand, which he's pulled out of the staff that he's got in his hand. The top of the staff has come off, and there's a little knife there. Almost looks like it's flint knapped, maybe? A stone knife?
Be brave!
Right.
Roll a persuasion check.
I want to back him up by growling.
Okay, Ray. Okay. He's going to
Yes!
step past Frey with a screech, and we determined in a language that no one in the party understands. He makes 2 attacks.
Let's go! Look at him go!
He makes 2
Yes!
attacks.
That's it!
He is scared shitless, and he's gonna dump everything into it.
He also crit. Yeah.
He crit with
Ah!
an absurd amount of damage. Holy crap! You see this little guy just go to town, slashing. You see 1, 2, 3, and a half-baked fourth. Jams into the cracks behind the mandibles, up in front near its beady little eyes. One of the eyes just completely gets obliterated. Feet are scrabbling. He looks really, really beat to hell. Unfortunately, this also means that his little flint-knapped knife shatters.
Oh.
Oh.
He's left with a broken hilt in his hand. Mr. Frey? Mr. Frey!
Yeah!
He's gonna attempt to step back and join you.
Oh, is it not dead?
It is not dead.
We did so much damage to it.
It
Damn.
would have killed Joe!
That is a miss. Whew. He looks up at you and shows you the broken knife.
You need a better knife.
No. No. Lauren.
All right. Good job, but we got this. Magic missile.
Death.
The second. I was trying to do second level, but I guess it's the first one. It's technically plus another D4, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
Or plus 3 more damage. So it's 12.
Will it make it spell save?
It doesn't need
There's
to.
no
It's a magic
save.
missile. It hits.
No,
It's
yeah, it just
automatic.
automatically hits.
Oh.
Plus an additional 7.
Probably doesn't need a spell save DC then.
The thing looks like it's on its last legs. A puff cloud has come out. 2 of its legs are scrabbling. It looks like on one whole side it can't even lift itself up. One leg is holding it up and it's clacking, but it's starting to look kind of terrified and is trying to drag itself away. Do you have a bonus action?
Not to cast a spell.
All right, Luna.
I'll step over though.
Luna, you gonna put it out of its misery?
Let's finish this. Step up to his spot, because I'm assuming that's the only spot I can see through.
Pretty much.
And cast 2 more Eldritch Blasts.
Eldritch Blast.
Oh!
First one hits on a crit. You don't even have to roll damage. You obliterate the thing. Punching right through the center of its face. You leave a gaping hole of yellowish ooze. Again, a puff cloud sort of emerges around that area before it too falls limply. Joe, you were 1 point away from killing it. 1 point. Aaron, you can have your character back.
I don't know why it wouldn't let me cast it at a higher level. Not that it would have. Not that it would have changed anything, but I don't know why it just does damage.
It looks like it's not set
that's
up
true.
right because it's just set up to be a spell save DC and doesn't have anything that's set up.
Well, all I did was drag it.
Yeah, well, some of the spells aren't quite right. Like Eldritch Blast also has like a spell save for some reason.
It's like all of the since they updated it. Yeah, see, it's not letting me do it. It doesn't really matter. Anyway, sorry.
We're out of combat. We'll tweak it and see if we can fix that later. I'll look into it, see if there's a fix.
Very good, everyone. Aaron, do you know if any of the parts from these monsters would be valuable?
I'm gonna
Perhaps
look
the
at you as a
antenna?
bear and then just be like, okay. And then I'm gonna turn back into Aaron.
Well, you could have nodded or some other gesture.
The cloud begins to dissipate and fall to the ground. It doesn't seem to stay up. So passing through it again, Frey, you don't take another penalty.
So I
How are
know,
you, Sophia?
So I wanna listen
Lauren
to my
looks
good
around.
buddy.
Point of order. Sophia is not visible.
Oh.
So
Sophia?
You look around, and suddenly she fades into view out of dropping her invisibility spell.
Ah, very good.
Does Frey or Aaron's armor look damaged that I could see?
Yes, both of them have bits of their armor that's completely rusted. Some of it's bubbling off. The paint on it is corroded into different colors and strange splotches. It looks messed up, functional still, but damaged.
Okay.
Would mage armor be better than your current? And he gestures at your armor. Attire?
At whose armor?
Right.
Either of you?
I didn't get
Oh.
any -1s.
Yeah, it was just,
you know,
it was
It's
just me.
just Frey.
All right.
Anything would be better.
Okay.
Probably not.
It's. I mean, it's 13 plus Dex.
Yeah, that would actually be worse still.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
walk over. Can I have control of my snake?
Oh, yes. I did not.
And that was a very impressive conjuration, there, Aaron.
Cool
Your
snake.
staff is very impressive.
I'm petting my boy.
What is
I'm just
what is their name?
Well, this is Asmodeus. He's
Oh.
great.
And I bow at the giant snake. It
It
is a
bows
pleasure to
back.
meet you.
It knows. It's so happy to see everybody. It's like, oh. And I'm just like, I'm curling up with my snake. It's like, oh, you're such a good boy.
Frey pushes on.
Yeah, I'm just gonna peek ahead.
Can I also, while this is all happening, can Astra see if her throwing axes are salvageable?
Go ahead.
And she's also picked up her sword, just FYI. But
both of them hit, so I would say you can wrench them out of the carapace of the dead rust monster.
okay, I just was curious if like they dissolved away.
As you step
Right.
up, you see. Oh! You see a chest at the far corner. Your sword has the light spell still on it, correct?
Yes.
So you illuminate the room and you can see visibly this chest. It has a strange symbol burned into it. Let me reveal that symbol to you now. If you see a little to the right of that chest.
Yeah. Do I recognize this symbol?
You don't, but it is.
I'm gonna write it in my book.
It's faintly putting out smoke as if it's still smoldering. You hear Sophia's voice. Frey.
Yeah.
What have you found over there?
The chest with a symbol and smoke.
I send Asmodeus to just like kind of slither up behind Frey. Get real, kind of uncomfortably close.
Sophia's walking on the sludge, not, again, walking on the water of the sludge instead of stepping in. Oh dear. Well, that's certainly something. Lorim?
Yes?
Could you, take a look, see if it's, I don't know, magically trapped? I think I know what that is.
What is it?
It's a curse.
Yeah, I'm gonna look at it. I'm assuming it's some kind of a magical trap, but can I discern what it will do? Or something?
So,
Or attempt to?
give me an Arcana check.
26.
You can suss it out that this is... its base is a rune. In some languages, it might come out as something designed to set off pain. But it's itself been tortured. It's not quite the correct rune to represent that, and it's not quite the right thing to read in a language. It's almost a half in between. Sophia steps up next to you. I think that's witch hazel.
Like for the hemorrhoid cream?
Not, not quite. It's a group that doesn't quite like us survey team members poking about. That I
What
think
about
is
the goblin?
Little.
Hey, Goblin Man, I didn't catch your name.
It's
Do you recognize this?
Fred doesn't care what his
Solano.
name
It's Solano.
is.
I know.
Solano.
Solano, do you recognize this symbol?
No.
I want Asmodeus to go up to him and like bite in his face, and I'll just be like, "Are you sure?"
His jaws snap forward at Solano. It's twice his size. He freaks out, jumping backwards. Roll me an intimidation check.
Okay. For me, the snake. Who am I rolling here for? The snake, I think, is actually worse. The snake's charisma is so bad.
I would
Unless
say
it's,
it would be your intimidation check. You're using the snake, so
Okay.
with your words with the snake, I would even give you advantage, but I don't think you
think I need it.
19. Let me go ahead and give it a roll. Nope, you see a little wet spot emerge on his pants.
Hey, that's not nice.
With
No,
a
I
nat
think that's
1,
the Goblin Man.
you rolled a 1.
Oh.
Solano, be brave.
Yeah,
Be brave. He's just a snake.
he shows you the broken dagger again before he tries to roughly fit it back into the top of his staff. It's loose and not quite holding.
Wait, does he have the
I will
pieces
give
of
you
it, or
5
is
silver if you try to open the chest.
is it broken? Is the no? But
knife.
does he have the pieces of it, or is it just shattered like it's like in a million pieces?
It's shattered in 2 chunks. There's the bigger flint knap one, the piece that's almost as long as like 4 fingers here.
Do I think that I could attempt to mend it?
With the mend spell?
Yes.
Yeah, it's well within the space, the requirement.
Oh.
I'm gonna
Solano, was it? Can I see your knife?
Okay. He
No,
hands you...
both pieces.
Oh. Yeah. He hands you the thing. It basically looks like a big arrowhead at this point, and the broken hilt.
So he's going to like in his left hand, he's going to hold the 2 pieces like kind of mostly together, and then take his wand and then cast mending. And it takes a minute.
You see this strange glow appear brightly along one edge, and then as he's concentrating slowly, almost like a bead on a weld, it begins to stitch and mold and flow. The rock moving like liquid metal, fusing itself slowly back together until the crack that was there, so cleanly destroying it, folds back and is complete. He looks in awe at Lorim.
And then Lauren puts the wand back in his sleeve and hands it back to
Solano,
yes.
who sticks it promptly in there. Frey, I'll do it. I'll do it.
Nice.
He walks over,
God damn it.
grabs the chest, throws open the lid.
Oh, there might be some kind of something with pain.
Taking
after he opens it.
taking 2 points of fire damage as it singes his hands. Ow!
That could've
Before
been
he
worse.
throws it off, you see in a brief flash that burn mark, the smoke fizzles away, and it just leaves the trail of that, what you now know as the witch hazel's sort of emblem.
I'm gonna flick 5 silver at him and say, "See, courage pays off."
Right. Yeah.
I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna put
cast.
that in this thing.
What
Change.
I'm gonna cast healing word at Frey while I'm just like standing around petting my snake.
Oh, at Frey, not the goblin.
Inside.
Frey took more damage.
Hey, there's a bunch of stuff in here. Like a lot of stuff.
Like what?
Inside, you see a small ring, a set of 2 very strangely crafted black hatchets, a set of close-fitting, well-made chainmail, a stoppered green bottle of unknown quality. You can't see in it. It's all completely glazed over. And a small sack that you look in and you can see an indeterminate amount of gold. Sophia pipes up. Well, I guess this might have been one of the witch hazel stocks, stockpiles for one of the members if one of the Rusties comes knocking. So we find these occasionally out throughout the city.
you say many words, but what is the witch hazel? What is the witch hazel?
It's hard to explain. They like the way the world is and want it to stay that way. And anyone that's trying to change things, well, sometimes they need a witch.
Have I read about the witch hazel, or would that be something that wouldn't be commonly found?
And they just leave this bag of goodies all around.
It's not commonly well known. You may have read of it here in the city. Go ahead and give me a history check with disadvantage.
All right.
Well, who's coming down into the sewers?
8.
18. You would have caught whispers of them. I don't think you would have found a book on it yet.
Okay, fair enough.
But you've definitely heard the name passed around, especially maybe by the drunks over in the Sirens call.
Aster's also just gonna take a moment, like not wanting to pipe up or talk over the crowd and feeling a little socially awkward, just lean over to Luna and say like, I wonder if perhaps the doctor's magic could have also fixed Frasia's armor. Though I don't want to
I think
give
it's
any
past that.
impressions.
I could try. It's
Because
not
that's
hard.
originally why I asked, because I was gonna possibly cast that.
Or your magic, because I know what you have for spells. Yes. But she also gets slightly frazzled that you, the doctor, hear her speaking, as she's kind of trying to speak quietly, but didn't realize she was a little too close.
Yeah, my understanding is that my
um,
chainmail was corroded but not broken.
It's not broken, no. It's just
So-
effective.
The snake starts to move in a circle around you guys.
Hey,
I
Oscar,
want-
there are axes in here.
Do you want the axes?
I can throw axes, sure. And I
Oh.
also want to look at the snake and see, do I know the snake, and is this like a hunting pattern for it currently? Do I
Giant,
know like what kind of snake it is now
giant
suddenly?
constrictor snake
confusing of it.
moving in a circle around you guys.
She slowly starts to unsheath her sword.
Hey, you don't know. I don't know.
I
if you
don't know, which I'm very threatened by this snake.
Alright,
I said don't
I'm
hit my friend.
I'm gonna grab the chainmail out of the chest. I'm going to doff the one I'm wearing and then don the other one. If anyone
Lauren,
wants
give
to
me a
help.
perception check.
I also
Me?
meant I
Yeah.
meant cure wounds, not
Healing word.
healing word on you.
You brought
Jim.
up a good point, and on closer inspection, you can see that inscribed under the chest was you scrape back some of the sludge. Yeah? You see there was a circle carved in, a runic circle. It looks like it may have cloaked, not true invisibility, but cloaked the chest from most people, making their eyes sort of skitter over it. You wouldn't quite have seen it, but it looks like the recent flood might have washed some of the incantation or broke the circle, and that's why it's visible now.
Perhaps in the future, after pointing out the circle, perhaps in the future we should look more carefully for such caches of goodies.
Oh, we keep looking in here.
Well, you can check along the wall and in the area, but I do not think they would leave more than
I
one.
meant, no, I meant in the drips.
If you would like to, but I will not be touching these walls.
Sophia or Lorm, would you be able to tell if this ring is magical?
Actually, as practitioners, you would feel that it's magical as soon as you touch it.
Oh,
You'd
okay.
feel a slight tingle of magic.
Would you be able to tell what this does?
It would take a little while, but I could.
Perhaps with the axes as well, if I'm to use them. Otherwise, I can just use them as normal axes. But if they are magical in some degree, it'd be useful to know.
They are.
Do they? Okay.
You can feel it as soon as you touch it. It's not something that a practitioner of the art wouldn't be able to tell. In fact, in the box, the ring, the hatchets, the chainmail, and the bottle all appear to have some sort of aura to them.
Well, we'll take a closer look at these, I guess, when we get back.
Nah, I'm
When we
putting
have
on
the
the
time.
chainmail now.
Yes, you can do that.
Yes,
My chainmail is shit.
I
Okay.
agree with this Astra. We should not dilly-dally in the sewers here.
That's Luna. We don't look. My sister does not look at all like me. She's a little bit
Can someone
smaller
help
and
me?
Well,
more fair than I am.
Sophia quirks her glasses at you. Help with what?
With donning and doffing, it takes forever alone. I think rules is written. It takes like an hour if you do it by yourself, and like 10 minutes if you have help.
Okay.
Yeah, the dying and doffing armor rule is like absurd, but
All right.
While doing that, that's when I'll cast my cure wounds and heal you for 5,
Okay.
and I'll be helping.
Yay.
I'll help you with your armor. It was a horrible cure wounds, but you know,
I'm pretty durable.
it was a level 1. We're fine.
Okay.
And just for the record, I use my what is it? I forget what it's called. It's basically just it allows me to regen one of my psionic die, so I just take a moment and breathe and just regen that die.
Snake's gonna nudge Luna in the foot, and then move around, and then nudge Astra in the foot, and then just keep circling.
Asher puts her foot back and is looking very offensive and now defensively looking at the snake, thinking about striking it, but remembering what was said and doesn't immediately want conflict, but is ready to attack. Is readying her to attack if the snake attacks.
Does not look hostile. Just looks chill.
So,
She doesn't trust that snake.
Frey, you don your armor with the help of your allies, and then you feel a quick tug on your new chainmail. It's Solano. Mr. Frey?
Yeah.
He shows you the knife that I got it back. We can we keep looking? Please?
Yeah. Yeah, I say we keep going. You're doing great.
Right. Well, they don't call me Solano Rib for nothing. Let's go.
I'm gonna walk up to Luna and Astra, just be like, "Can't you tell? He just wants some pets." I'm gonna pet my snake.
Oh,
That's
I'll
why
reach
he
out.
nudged you for a pet. Come on.
I'll reach out for a pet.
Goes up
Well,
into it like a dog.
giant constrictor snakes typically aren't utilized as pets outside of exotic, more wealthier nobles, who, from what I've read, sometimes they can try to constrain and choke them in their sleep. So I am naturally a little bit uh, perturbed and just sure of your pet. Just want to be sure of it. Of the
Asmodeus
potential
would never
dangers.
hurt a fly unless it hurt me. Don't hurt me. He
You know,
won't
you
hurt
say that, but you named it after one of the demon lords of hell.
Did I? No, that doesn't seem right. That's just always been his name.
Well, then,
Then his
someone
name
did.
is that.
Well, you blow my mind every day that I've been with you.
You see Asher slightly confused by your statement.
All right. Sophia, right. I don't think that was, I don't think those were our guys. Maybe we should keep searching?
I will have grabbed the bottle and gold if no one else did.
Oh, I was also gonna take the hand axes if they were handed or left for me, unless somebody just pocketed all of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was actually gonna bring the hand axes to you.
Asher timidly takes the hand axes from you and kind of like half smiles, but like in one of those like uncomfortable smiles.
Interesting point. Astra, you take hold of them, you can feel that they're magical.
Mm-hmm.
They're made all of the same blackish metal with strange heads, almost a curved blade in the opposite direction you would think for an axe. It doesn't have that outer crescent moon, but almost like an inner crescent moon cut out of the haft. There's a strong point on the other side. You can use it, it seems, from both edges. One with a spike, one with a slash. And then on the haft, it all seems to be one worked piece. There's no wooden portion, and the haft curves back in a small D guard around your hands, giving it a little bit of protection. You get the feeling that these are cumbersome to throw and meant to be used in the hand. They feel strangely good together.
I kind of relay that in a little bit more convoluted and longer words to Luna, and then go into well, considering all of that, it could be useful to utilize these, or I could continue to use my current set, or we could try and sell it for a pretty penny in case you need anything. Perhaps in some way, unless you think one of our compatriots would be better off using it. Or we could wait and
We
make a
can
deciding
figure this
factor.
out
and get-
later.
Certainly. We can discuss later, and you can let me know what you think is best.
Let's move on.
Okay, she puts them in her pack then. A little bit deeper in her pack, not like the hand axes that are like ready to be thrown.
Did anyone grab the coin purse?
I was just gonna grab it all if no one else had. So if you're gonna grab it first, you're there. So
Yeah,
I'm
I'll
assuming
grab
the
it.
items, all of the items are collected.
okay,
by the
I just
party
want to
for
make
now.
sure.
Nothing is
Yeah,
left
I'll
behind,
grab that.
The
but it's currently
Right, so
unidentified.
as
Yeah,
a
so
question, Dakota, as a huge thing, could like someone could a small character like ride on top of the snake, or how big would you have to be to ride on the huge snake?
Is it classified as a large creature?
It is classified as a huge creature.
Then a medium creature can ride on it.
Oh, cool. So I'm gonna hop on my snake.
All right. You hear the drip, drip, drip of water, the gurgle of sewage splashing out of vents, the steady plop of turds falling off, drying and crusting off the side of the recently flooded sewer, and the small chittering of creatures. Solano begins kind of chirping in a strange little thing, and actually gets a small rat to come over and start chittering back at it. And you see this like small little conversation happen in front of you guys, which is really impressive because of, giant snake was recently there. But hey, he managed to coax a rat over. You see his nose bobbing back and forth, and he cocks an ear to one side and chitters back. The rat skitters off.
What was all that about?
They, sometimes I can get them to talk to me.
Do they know where your things are? Your bag of gems.
They.
This would be very important information.
They're tiny. They don't get it. They just keep telling me that I stepped over it. I stepped over it. I stepped over it. I don't know what that means. Maybe
You
passed it
probably
already?
stepped over it.
Perhaps you should check underneath.
But I get that.
Wait, under the footbridge. Follow me.
Oh, maybe. Solana runs after. Stops dead, seeing Aaron riding the giant constrictor snake. Oh, God.
No, don't worry. Aaron knows how to party. Just keep going.
In Asmo, we get up to the finest parties, don't we, buddy?
Hold on.
Snake just hisses.
Solano.
Oh.
Mr. Blue? Can I sit on the oh, God. Be brave.
Be
can I
brave!
sit on
Get on the
snake?
Yes!
I mentally communicate with the snake to pick him up and put him on the back.
Oh, God. He nearly drops the staff as the end of the snake's tail curls around and picks him up and puts him about halfway down the snake's length. There's warring emotions across his face. Pure terror and almost joy, but pure terror is kind of winning out. But Frey's got him.
Now you're living! Now you're living!
Okay, hey, sir. Let's go.
Right, just make sure you don't do anything too crazy while on the snake. You don't want to upset him now, do you?
All right. I'm going to search under this little footbridge here.
Okay, give me an investigation check.
Oh boy. Wait, I am well rounded. Hey!
19. You peer through it. You reach underneath. There's not much room without getting your arm in the sewage. Do you go whole hog and go rooting around in the water?
Oh yeah.
Whole hog, all the way almost to your to your shoulder. You go rooting around. A couple of turds bubble up, and a small bubble forms and bursts this noxious gas up towards you.
That's
It
nasty.
really doesn't feel good. You come away. Wait.
Ah, it's like livestock duty again.
Feel
I
something.
tried to get away from this.
You feel something. You grab hold. Yes!
It's a turd.
You pull it up, and it's a turd-covered rat king.
Ah! That's so much worse.
I'm gonna wave it around in front of the party. Hey guys, look! I found a friend.
For a reminder, a rat king is a group of rats that have gotten their tails tied into a knot and eventually die.
Yep.
Oh boy.
So he's basically got 6 turd-covered rat popsicles here that he's waving around.
I'm just gonna toss it away from the party because I'm not that sadistic.
I was like, how close do you toss it to the snake?
Toss it over here.
That's a good big question.
Your snake deserves better than that.
That's fair.
You're gonna give
Still
it
an
like
animal.
you're gonna give it like some kind of like disease.
Disease. Just for
Aaron, you notice your snake's head peeks and looks directly into the darkness to the right. Go ahead and roll me a perception check.
good at this.
The snake noticed it first, Asmodeus. And with your link to it, it sort of calls your attention over. Mandibles, scratching. It almost sounds like something's eating. Yeah, something's eating over there. What the fuck could it be? Boom! You hear a really loud smash.
Shit.
Turds fall off the side of the walls, drips and things. Water pours out. The bridges gently sway a little bit before it goes silent. Something's going on over there.
That was, this direction?
Yep.
Well, guess we're
I'm
going
gonna-
that way.
I'm gonna drop my bark skin. And I'm gonna, let's see, I'm gonna cast Pass Without a Trace on all my friends and the snake.
Okay.
How many can I do? Hold on, let me make sure I can do that many people.
It's unlimited. It's just we have to be within 30 feet.
Oh, okay. Then yeah. Cast Pass Without a Trace.
The best stealth spell.
Okay.
Don't have to get anymore.
You do have So you have the bonus from the Pass Without a Trace, but you currently have a giant glowing sword emitting 30 feet of sunlight. So it does sort of clash with that. I'll let you take that back if you want to, or douse the lights. So, because it will end up being a stealth at disadvantage.
Don't we still get a +10 or something on stealth with Pass Without Trace?
You do, but with the light, you would probably have disadvantage on stealth down here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'll
So
take that
you
back.
can take the
You're right.
+10, but it'll be a disadvantage. So it might wash
You're
out.
right. We ain't afraid of nothing anyway.
Up to
I'll
you.
pretend. I didn't do that then. Thanks. Stick with my barky skin.
Well, I will say 4 out of 5 of you have dark vision. It could be beneficial. It's up to you. I just want to make you aware that can be a problem.
Yeah, no, you're right. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna stick with what I have.
Going in and out.
Not do Pass Without Trace.
Okay.
I'm gonna be like, there's definitely something up there. If anyone else didn't hear that, we should.
Let's go see.
Carefully.
Right.
Let the snake go first.
So as you creep forward, hold on, Lorem, I did notice you walk up to the rust monsters. Did you want?
No, I was getting away from the poop slinging.
Oh. I see. As you creep closer, the sound of those strange mandibles and eating gets louder and louder. It's not just eating, it sounds like something's feasting. The light pours through. In it, you see the corpses of several rust monsters being gorged upon by these strange centipede-like monsters. They're digging into the flesh and just devouring it. Throughout the room, you can see these mushroom growths happening, and that yellow ferrous cloud that was around the rust monsters from earlier is very thick in this area and surrounds basically this entire section.
Do they see us with our big bright light?
The big bright light.
And the snake.
Snakes aren't that loud, though. They're pretty
Two
quiet.
of the creatures stop their munching, pick their heads up, and notice you. They don't seem to make a sound. There's just a sort of puff emerging out of the sides of their bodies, and the yellow gets a little thicker. Time to roll for initiative.
Woo. I'm just gonna say I'm probably midway through climbing up the ladder as where I'm currently positioned.
Okay.
Because you guys, I don't think you went, because seeing where they are, it looks like you went up and over and not underneath the bridges, which seem like gross places to be. So probably makes sense.
Remember to click on your...
Damn, I'm slow.
So I have advantage. Okay, so it's still the first one. So 21.6.
Okay. Man,
Okay.
my initiative's been
Lorem,
pretty
you notice as combat breaks out, Sophia vanishes.
See ya.
Can I see what's going on in the room? Kinda.
From there, you can
Like,
hear.
Do I see that there's a bunch of shit going on? Or is it just kind of like a yellow fog?
Not really. Frey, Aaron, and the snake can see it. Sophia disappears. Aaron didn't say anything. The creatures have just reared their heads. So I would say probably Astra, Solano, Lorim. You don't see it. Luna, roll a perception check. Aaron, the snake, and Frey definitely notice.
Need to do that.
Yep. So you're aware of it.
I mean, I guess technically I would be surprised, right? I don't know what's going on.
Technically, yeah.
For sake of story, I will pass my turn.
Okay. Frey.
What does that sound?
Alrighty. I'm just going to yell to get Lorem's attention. I'm gonna go, "Hey, look!" So he's surprised anymore. Then I'm going to.
Yeah, it was my idea.
I had a similar thought.
20-foot radius, huh?
Oh, I
Okay.
actually. Never mind. Doesn't matter.
All right. I'm going to cast Fairy Fire with the sheet music. I'm going to put it right here.
Okay.
So that's a 20-foot cube centered here.
Alright. And Fairy Fire, I need to make a dex save, right?
Let's see what it say.
Oh, you still have
Dex save.
Bardic Inspiration, Nick.
Oh shit. I need to remember what that does half the time.
Jim will remind
You
you.
can add a d6 to your attack roll, your damage roll, or you can add it to your AC when you get hit,
Let's go.
or to an ability check.
Dex is a +1. 2 16s and an 11. Spell save of 14. So 2 of them succeed. But this one is currently outlined. What do you want your Fairy Fire? Pink?
I was gonna say blue. So I think that's all.
Blue it is.
Yeah.
So this one's outlined in the blue flickering flames. In a moment of confusion, the thing starts to whirl around, its spindle mandibles clacking and its strange appendages right underneath its jaws, lashing out, confused. That's your action. You got a bonus?
Yep. I am going to then put Bardic Inspiration on
On the snake.
I was thinking about it. I'm gonna put it on Solano. I didn't mean to make a cube there, my bad. So I'm gonna Bardic Inspiration Solano. I'm going to say, Solano, be brave!
What emblem do I want for inspiration?
As
I'm
a
gonna
side
do the
note,
shout. Here we go.
not the backseat character for your character, Jim. Is your Bardic Inspiration still a D6 at our level?
Yeah.
He's
Oh,
level
right.
4
It's the
bard.
mix. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I forgot.
It's okay.
Apologies.
All right. That's Frey's turn. Unless you want to move.
So long from now.
No, I'm gonna hold the line here.
Okay.
On the line.
Luna, you can see the cloud. You can see Frey shout and cast some strange magic into the room. What are you going to do?
I'll, I guess, move up, try and take a look to see what I can see. Am I able to? I'm assuming I can only see this, right?
That one, and probably maybe a little bit. No, not really that one. Yep.
Probably just this. Okay, so there's only one thing in the room. That's a shame.
Oh. Oh yeah, you got your extra hit points for killing that other thing.
Yes, I did. That was nice.
Warlocks.
Darn. I guess I'm just gonna Eldritch Blast.
Eldritch Blast. Go ahead and roll.
You can
your
never
two.
complain when you're Eldritch blasting. If you're
But I
shooting a bow,
prefer to
oh, yeah.
fireball.
Oh god, that's a little extreme.
Remove this room. I don't know what's in there. There's that one thing. We can remove
No.
it.
Fireball, kill everything.
If I was able to see everything, yes. But okay,
I can't cast fireball.
Eldritch Blast said in Abyssal.
All right.
Avada Kedavra.
Let's see about this guy. Oh wow. Both hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
There we go.
18 points of damage. Thunk thunk. You can see it. It's still strange movements. Disoriented from the blue flames suddenly erupting all over its body. It's writhing back and forth. Thunk thunk. You hit one in the mandible, one in its soft under carapace. It gives out this strange hiss and a puff of that yellowish gunk. And its head snaps directly at you. It's no longer confused.
Oh.
Oh, I didn't realize it was confused.
Action bonus.
Frey, I'd watch her armor.
Yeah.
That's the new armor.
Yeah.
Should have left on the
Oh
old.
no!
Point of order. Lorem and Astra would have been able to tell you that it's non-magic metals that you have to be afraid of.
Well, that's what all of us have. To my
Non-magic
knowledge.
Not
metals.
me.
Yeah, he's
Jim
got.
now has
Oh.
magic metals.
Oh,
Oh,
Okay.
I thought it was normal.
never mind. I say that to Aaron.
I'm on top of a fuck off snake.
I
But
assume we do
thanks.
that at least.
Oh, that's right. The fuck off snake that would have been here. Solana's there.
Yep, Solano's up here with us.
Ah.
Be brave!
And I say it loud enough for Astra to hear as well.
I could have the snake yeet Solano into
Okay.
the room.
Move. That's your free
I'm
action,
good.
no bonus. So we'll pass to Aaron. Aaron and your fuck off huge ass snake.
I'm gonna tell the snake mentally to hold until they come in front of him for him to bite him. That's within 10 feet of him. Go ahead and bite something.
Okay.
If that, and I'm gonna cast Spike Growth in a 20-foot cube from
Okay.
like here.
All right.
Yep. So
Go ahead and show off that spell. Spike growth. Concentration up to 10. No, I lost a d20. Okay. Becomes difficult terrain. Takes 2d4 for every 5 feet it travels. Alright, alright.
but they would know, since they can see it being cast, they know that it's dangerous for them to walk across. Or
Yeah.
I guess that's dependent on the beast, but
Yeah.
they at least see that the ground is spiky.
I've never had to roll that before. That's funny. Okay. Alright, you cast it.
Yep. And
Strange
that-
blackish blue spikes erupt across the ground in this strange sort of. It almost looks like water flowing out from the center of the area, like a wave crest of spikes before they snap upwards and become rigid.
So cool.
Bonus action, holding your movement. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna stay right here. with him. I just pet my snake and be like, no, just hold on. Hold on.
Okay. Solano. I'm gonna keep dropping it on the floor.
My bark
Next,
skin is
next
down.
holiday present. Got to get Dakota a dice
A dice tray.
rolling thing.
Well,
like a dice
I
tray.
have a dice tray. Here, let me pull it out. What?
A taller dice tray.
No, I'm not using it because it almost sounded too loud. But let me try it and you guys tell me what's it
Let's see
sound
if it-
like here. Is that
I
loud?
kind of like
not
it.
bad.
It's as
Yeah.
loud as the other one. It's just
Okay.
normally rolling, in my opinion.
Okay.
I like it. It has
That's
kind of like an
okay.
ASMR kind of feel to it. Yeah. Like,
All right.
like
I'll
it
use
rolls so much nicer on that. I don't know. That's just me.
All right. To please Sean's ears, we'll go with this one. All right. I rolled for Solano's courage, inspired by Frey, and with a nat 20, Solano's going to charge the monster. 5,
You're gonna.
10.
Oh no.
Rest in peace, our
15.
goblin friend.
Oh, friend. He's
20,
half movement because it's difficult terrain.
25.
Oh no, it's gonna hurt.
It is gonna hurt.
Oh
Ow!
no.
Ow! Ow! He takes 4
Well, wait.
points of damage.
Do I roll the d4s, or do you roll the d4s?
I
2d4?
can let you do it. I just rolled it for him.
Yeah.
But yeah, sure. You can
Like,
roll it.
I want to damage him.
Go
So how
ahead.
many squares did he move through it?
He's moved through, I think, 1 square from there. The
Okay,
weirdness
so
of
just
how that is.
2d4 then.
Yep.
Cool.
God damn it.
Oh, that's 1d4.
1d4.
And
so
here's
full
another
4
d4.
damage.
7 damage.
7
Woo!
damage. Ow! Frey, you didn't tell me it would hurt so much.
I didn't know.
There's spikes.
Oh god, there's 2 more of them. He rips out his knife from the top of his staff, the stone knife. You see a weird sort of glow happen. Almost like a small pop, and then there's maybe like a collar or some sort of pinpoint thing around the creature's neck. And he's gonna take 2 swipes. Okay. Second one misses. He's too freaked out. Swoosh. Clack. Smashes into him. 5 points of damage with an additional 6. And an additional 5. Alright. 16 damage on top of the prior damage from Luna. This thing doesn't really even look hurt. And you see Solano's bravado quail. And Frey watches, he deflates. His shoulders slump forward. He takes a more defensive posture. He's really scared.
Be brave, and the worst that can happen is that you die a warrior's death.
He's gonna try and take a step back with the last of his movement.
No, you idiot!
that
And
prompts
take an attack of opportunity. Damn, this goblin
an
is a death.
attack of opportunity,
And
except he uses his bonus action to disengage.
Still
so he
takes
takes
But he
more
still
damage.
takes the spike damage.
Oh my
7.
goodness.
That's another 7 points of damage.
That's a spicy.
I've done more points to our friend than I have to any other
Ah, it hurts. It hurts.
You shouldn't walk in the spikes.
Oh, wait. Point of order. He does that triggers because it's damage from Luna. So an additional 3. Gotcha. Right. Your turn, Frey. Pal.
Can this guy move back at all?
He couldn't.
Any farther? That's
No,
it. Oh
he's
no!
like
crawling.
25.
The difficult
With
terrain.
the difficult terrain, yeah, he moved as far as he could to attack and step back. That's it. He's out of gas.
Things aren't
So-
even gonna get in range of the snake.
Astra.
Astra finishes getting up the ladder, starting 5 feet of movement.
5 feet of movement.
As she steps up next to Luna, what does she see? Because there's a lot of smoke.
It's a yellow haze. It's not. It's strange. From that angle, you would see. Actually, from that angle, you would not see the one that everybody else has been targeting. You see this guy over here, hunched over the corpse of a rust monster.
Is it
Strange
lit up
tendrils.
from the fairy powder?
That one is not. It succeeded on its save.
Do I feel like it's hard for me to see it?
Not
Like it-
really.
Hmm.
No.
Because I think I think at this point I can determine that there's probably more than one of these, or do I assume that there's only one?
Well,
Frey
From that
yelled out.
angle,
No, the Solano
Or the
yelled at
yeah,
her.
Solana,
Now I'm
yeah.
seeing
Solana.
Solana like running up from a different direction, like running back.
You heard Solano shout, "Oh God, there's more than one." You don't know how many that is total.
I thought he said 2 extra.
Yeah, he said 2 more.
Yeah,
Oh,
he
said two
definitely.
more?
Yeah, he
Then-
gave us a number.
Then you know that there's 3. You can see one, and you would have to, if you were getting up. It's kind of weird if you saw Aaron cast the spikes. What does it say about?
If he
Well,
doesn't see it and then he didn't hear anyone say anything, he'd have to make a perception check to
So
know
go
that
ahead
it's
and
there.
make a perception
Well,
check.
I'm not going in there right now. Well, actually, I should just if I know or
Yeah.
not,
Yeah,
I
if
notice
you can
it.
see it or not.
But I feel like because we did glance down that way, should I have advantage to like know that this might not have been there before? Because it's supposed to just look like natural, but I've already seen what natural it looks like.
Well, you
But
didn't
I'll
see
leave
that
that up
room.
to you as
that
DM.
whole room was dark. Nobody looked in there.
Yeah.
Fair
So-
enough. Then just a normal
So
perception.
go ahead and give it a roll.
Hey, your
15.
spell save DC is 15, so
All right,
you know
so
that.
I see the spikes and I see the goblin running out. So I'm just like, well, I could perhaps go in and fight them hand to hand, but in the moment, I'm going to throw these hand axes, and you let me know if we want to do that, or if you want to cast a big thing of fire, and I will continue to try and throw things on me. And I'll throw my 2 hand axes at this one.
At that range, are you beyond?
It'll be at disadvantage for them because
Okay.
it's beyond 20
So
feet.
go ahead and roll at disadvantage for your 2 attacks.
Yeah, because it is 35. So yeah, they're at disadvantage for each of them.
Okay.
Disadvantage, but I'll take it because I don't have better throwing things. 14 or 11. Do either of those hit?
Both of them miss. You see them end over end churning, stirring up some of the yellow dust. It hits both glancing blows off the side of its carapace. Clinging off, you see one of them hit the stone wall and chip. The other one, you hear a sploosh. Sank into the sewage.
Okay, well that'll be my
Move,
well
action.
yeah,
bonus
and I
action.
already had to perceive, so I'm not gonna ask about the monster this turn.
Okay.
I've done a plenty, so I don't feel like I have the time to also think about, whoa, what is a small? Have I heard of this thing? I've been doing other shit, so I'll plan on doing that next turn.
You see nothing. Lauren,
Can I see anything from here?
From there,
Big platform.
probably not. Not with everybody in the way. The difficulty of seeing through the narrow passageway.
With everybody shouting and yelling and everything, I'm going to make my way over this way.
Okay.
Well, isn't this platform raised up because there's a ladder?
A little bit from the
Oh,
sewage.
okay. It's not
yeah.
like I was expecting it like 5 feet up or something, but it's
Not really.
okay. It's like a short ladder.
I mean, I can do that too, right? Like
You can.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
From there, you'd have an angle on this guy. Just barely.
I'm going to. I'll just cast Firebolt on this guy.
Okay. Give it a go. Meets it, beats it. You just barely get there. Go ahead and roll damage.
7.
A small bolt of fire. What color is it?
It's like a bluish fire.
Okay. A bluish fire shoots from Lorim's finger,
Bluish
cascading
white,
through
I'll
the
say.
air, leaving puffs of white trails behind it, almost like a
Like-
ghostly trail through the air.
Like propane.
Like propane.
Oh, it is 2d10 because I am 5th level. So
Nice.
that's 15.
15 points of damage. Thunk. It burns away some of the noxious yellow gas. It visibly clears for a moment as the fire burns through, scorches the creature. It rears
Wait,
back in
no,
pain.
it's not. It's only 7 because it was a 2d10. It did roll that.
Oh, okay. 7 points of damage.
And then he's
Move
gonna
action.
kind of get across against this wall.
Okay. Finishing your movement. Alright. That would be Frey's turn, but out of the darkness, a tendril lashes out at Solano.
Huh.
You see it slash towards its legs for some reason, but splooshes into the sewage, spraying it up. It makes it uncomfortable. It coats Solano, but misses on the attack.
Where did the tendril come from?
You see it from this direction as something lashes out. It's going to make another attempt. Oh boy. Hits. You see him rear back in pain. There is a brief moment where Mr. Frey
Yeah.
makes a Constitution saving throw and succeeds, pushing through the pain of the poison. You see, momentarily, he seems to lock up and ow, but pushes it through. Ow!
Oof.
That's going to end this creature's turn. Frey, you're up.
All right. I am going to quick use a bonus action to cast Healing Word
Okay.
at first level. I'm casting that on Solano.
Alright.
So that's just gonna be 1d4 plus my spellcasting mod.
Yep.
Which I think is. Check here. Spellcasting
weird
mod
spell.
is 3.
1d4 plus 3, alright.
Oh!
7!
Dude.
Very
Full
much
7.
appreciates
So
that.
I'm going to say, you need to live on and fight. So, but not today. I'm going to walk up there. Do I step in spikes here?
Nope, not there.
All right. I am going to attempt to grapple Solano. Does he
Okay.
resist?
No, because he heard your voice right before you grab hold of him.
Okay. You're going to live to fight another day. I'm going to hoist him up,
Mm-hmm.
if possible, over the spikes and drag him over here into this square
Sure.
over.
Okay. That,
All right. So that's my action and bonus.
yep. I'll give that to you. Movement, action, bonus. Sounds good. Luna.
That was smart. And I'll
Oh no.
casually just point my finger into the center of this room as green and turning into turquoise flame plops right. Oh, that's not the right thing. Plops right here, casting fireball.
You just love that spell. What level?
36 damage on a failed save. So, Dex 15.
Failure. Failure. You said 15.
15.
One succeeds with a 16. The other two.
So he takes. So the succeed takes 8.
Hold on.
Wait. Okay.
Fairy fire. Does that impose anything? I don't think so.
It's advantage on attacks against it, I think.
Yeah. So it shouldn't do anything for the.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just wanted to make sure. Got it. Go ahead. With 36 damage, the one that had been targeted by you guys here bursts into flames. A charred husk left in its place. It flops down over the half-eaten corpse of the rust monster. The other two scream and hiss, that cloud of yellow attempting to burst out and just evaporating in the heat of this huge inferno. This one here looks very badly damaged. You don't have eyesight on the other one. So you've killed one, badly wounded another, and the third you're not quite sure on, Luna. That's some hefty damage.
Yep. And I only know this one died because I could feel the temporary hit points come to me.
There you go.
There you go. That's soul's reward.
Just so you know that it doesn't temporary hit points don't stack. It's whatever the most.
Yeah, I
number
know.
is.
I
Okay,
know.
just checking.
Well, that should help. End my turn.
Alright, end your turn. Aaron.
Now I'm like, what do I want to do? But I don't want to. Well, I guess I could do that. It's just complicated for you, Dakota. Okay,
Is it?
I think so. You told me I could cast the spell before, so we are going to cast Conjure Animals.
Okay.
Real complicated.
What are you conjuring?
Well, see, that's the thing. I'm going to conjure one challenge rating 2 beast. Now, it's up to you on whether or not I can pick it, or technically you pick randomly. But that's up to you.
2 or lower. Challenge rating 2 beast.
Like the giant constrictor snake, a cave bear, an elk, a shark, a
We're gonna
plesiosaur.
make a bear show up.
Sounds
Got
good to
your
me.
cave there.
Polar bear, there he is.
We'll assign it to you, Aaron. There we are.
All right, got my polar bear. I don't know. So, what does it say? When does he get to attack? Summon creatures as a group, which has its own turns. Do you want him to be on my turn as well, or do you want him to be?
They'll be on your turn with your snake. You can go ahead and give it a command if you wish.
Okay, so that drops the spikes because this is concentration as well, so there's no spikes. So I'm gonna send. Oh boy, I'm gonna send the snake and the bear in to go beat some shit up.
Okay.
They're both gonna come in here. Snake's gonna see
4d4 damage each
because of the smoke or the.
because of your terrain.
No, the terrain falls because I cast.
Oh,
It's a
because you
concentration.
cast.
So
Yep.
conjure animals also is
Concentration.
concentration. So
So.
yeah, so they're in here. Asmodeus gonna hit this one. Bear is gonna hit this one.
Good to go.
I'm gonna use. I got my things. I got my mass amount of cards here. This beast wild shape deck is actually coming in really handy, which is nice. All right, so snake is gonna bite. I'll do this one first, which is +6 to hit. So do this +6. Roll 25. Does that hit?
Yes, it definitely hits.
All right. Then he does 2d6 +4. Piercing damage. Roll that. So that's 11 points of damage from the snake, Asmodeus. And then we'll do the bear. The bear has multi-attacks. The bear is going to do... Oh, boy, he's stronger than the snake. Roll 1d20. This is his bite attack, which is 1d20 +7. He crit
Hits.
on his bite. So that's 1d8 +5. So how do I do crit? Do I roll
So-
2d8?
The D8 is doubled.
Or
2d8
okay,
plus
so
5.
wait. So just roll 1d8 and double it, or roll 2d8?
Up to you.
I'm gonna roll 2d8, make it easier.
I think rolling more dice is more fun. So.
Exactly. So 16 points on his bite, and then he does his claws attack. God, it's a long turn.
You don't need to do claws.
Cool.
This
So then he's
creature, you lunge at it, he sinks its fangs in, gives it a shake, one quick jerk to the left, and rips out the monster's throat. It just sends this goop pouring down. This one is like a purplish ichor. The jaws of this bear. And it immediately spits out the foul-tasting flesh. The snake lunges forward, the tentacles of the creature slapping back and forth, trying to keep it away. It's terrified. The snake dodges left, comes up, bites it right in the mouth, killing it.
Oh, who's a good boys?
That fireball, dude, so much damage. You guys did amazing on that. Cleared both. The cloud is beginning to dissipate as it's not continuously pouring out of these carrion feeders.
Oh, what
these
color was the
strange
fireball? Green?
Green
she said.
turning into a turquoise.
Okay. I just want to like comment that like Lorim's fire is like it's like a gas like grill or like a it's a very like exact perfected like drop of fire rather than like a chaotic like flaring burn.
Not like a charcoal grill.
Yeah, yeah.
Boom.
He wants
I'm assuming like these would be flammable.
paint accessories.
They would if they weren't so covered in sewage. A
Aw.
lot of it is they're damaged, but they're not crispy.
I just wanted them to be like on fire.
I would have immediately
Unfortunately,
shaped
the
water.
moisture content and the sewage all over them, I don't think they're
Okay.
quite on fire yet.
Shaping water to put out any extra fire. Just like cantrip. Cantrip time.
Wow,
Great.
Mr. Frey, you're strong.
Yeah, I grew up in the woods. I chopped a lot of wood.
I'm gonna look at my
You're
new
from
bear friend.
outside? His jaw just kind of drops, and he's looking up at Frey with just first the snake, which was terror and awe. Now it's just admiration. Who are you people?
Where are
Peep 6, you know, we're, part of the... Actually,
Survey Team 6. Let's keep going.
I was debating whether or not I should tell him that.
Well, he is a goblin that lives in the sewers.
You gonna join Survey Team 6 there? Buddy, we got openings.
Oh god, it's Jones all over again.
I don't know about that.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh my
Another
god.
pirate.
Oh my god. No. We've just been freaking hoodwinked.
I honestly
We
thought I
need to
kind
be
of figured he
cruel.
was basically playing, but Jones is a pirate.
I'm trying to get
Druid.
me embers for me crew.
I don't think my boss would like that.
Maybe he can. Oh, I'm not a pirate.
Lauren,
I'm a new boss.
Lauren, you suddenly see Sophia basically apparate right in front of you. The invisibility drop. There's a lot more scrapes down here than I had thought.
Yes, let's hope there are not too many more.
Yeah, make sure you keep them clean.
Solano, check under that drawbridge. Not drawbridge. That crossing.
I'm gonna nod at my polar bear friend to be like, Astra, do you like bears more than snakes? This is a big ass polar bear.
She just kind of like, she doesn't look like scared of it. She kind of just looks it over like, well, does she know of a polar bear in generally about it?
You definitely haven't gone near the ice. Go ahead and give me a history check.
I feel like this would be a disadvantage because I have not been
Our
up
buddy
there
Frey would know.
about it.
You've read an absurd amount. That's
True,
your
I have
thing.
expertise
So
in
I
it.
will give
27.
You know of polar bears. Then.
You've heard of polar bears.
Well, for many Inuit tribes up in the north, polar bears can become a problem of them invading in, stealing food. If they feel threatened, they can sometimes eat family members if they usually just in self-defense, not usually in more eating type of ways. Though, assuming it is not, this is not native to here, it's most likely magically created, so it probably is still safe. So I'm sure it will be useful to our travels in many ways of absorbing damage and being able to deflect away some of our more party members who don't want to get hit as much. So I'm sure he will be great to have up in front.
Don't worry, he'll go away in about an hour.
Do
Is
you-
that right?
Do you want me to pet him?
Wait, who did you just pet?
I pet the bear this time.
Was the snake jealous?
Yes. I mentally communicate to the snake that he's not gonna be around very long. Don't worry.
Just Astra just looks to Luna. He's like, impeccable magical work as always, Luna. You dealt with that very well.
And now I ritual
Thanks.
cast Find Familiar and end up with 5 tokens worth of.
You should have did Animal
be that
Companion where
guy.
you have all the half like CRs, so you have just a whole bunch of like swarms of bees.
Well, that was the thing. I'm like, no. It's like I will not do the. You get 8 1/4 beat challenge rating things. It's like, oh yeah,
Fucking
definitely.
like
Perfect.
form of shades or something.
Boom! You hear a loud smack, the sound of breaking stone.
Oh,
Turds and shit fall from the sides and the ceiling of this room as the sewage seems to slosh back and forth. Those of you that are close to the edge get a little bit splashed up onto your shoes, Frey and Luna.
Blech.
Lauren, you're a little too far away for that to have affected
Good.
you.
But yeah, do these mushrooms look edible at all?
Oh god, no. They're covered in shit.
A nature
Literal.
check or an intelligence check, your choice.
Did
Wait.
Solano check under here when
Are
I
we
told him
doing
to?
nature or survival here?
Nature or survival, up to you.
Okay, yeah, because let's say, because that's eatable, but
They're
alright,
burned
Is it
and
edible?
covered in shit.
cooked.
Hey, Nick.
Mm.
Giant poisonous snake is 1/4 CR.
Yeah, I know.
So you
Not
can make
giant. Oh, yeah, no.
Eight
but not
giant-
giant constrictor snake. Different.
No, but you could have 9 snakes.
Yeah. So, speaking of mushrooms covered in shit, does anyone remember that fucking mushroom factory on the way to the Walmart by Kutztown?
Yeah,
Of course.
Yes.
Oh my
I'll
god!
never have to go there again.
The smelliest.
By Sunday.
place.
Unless you want to.
That's true. Travel to Kutztown just so I can go to that Walmart and smell it.
I mean, it's like not any closer than the one in Trexler Town. Maybe like 5 minutes closer.
It's sometimes less traffic.
That's true.
8 giant poisonous snakes.
Are you not in Kutztown anymore?
Well, I'm not gonna be on Sunday.
Ooh.
We're still moving, so that's been fun packing for all that.
Summon
So.
8 riding horses.
So anyway, the splashing shit on our shoes.
Yeah.
Ah!
And you heard
Okay.
the loud bang and the roars and everything.
If
Something's
Solano
going
didn't
on
check,
further.
I'll go check under this bridge.
I follow Luna then if she's going back the other way.
Solano is a little bit hard of hearing right now. He's only really paying attention to Frey.
Okay.
We'll clear that. Frey, your light spell reveals. Oh, hold on. Reveal tool instead of the other tool. I need a shortcut. It appears to have been a collapsed side of one tunnel. In a sewage-filled room, you see no stonework and no way other than climbing in the sewer to progress.
So is this opening down here? Is that the only
Invisible.
way forward?
That is the only way forward you can see.
Alright, is there any room to try to climb over this collapsed wall, or is it like completely untraversable?
It's pretty much untraversable. It
Okay,
would probably
I'm
take
just gonna.
crew a couple days to clear.
Okay, I'm gonna peek down, but I'm not gonna go any further till everyone catches up. I think they got some searching to do.
Alright, from there,
Keeping the bear with
the
you.
distance of your light spell, I think, would end about there. You see into a room as just the edge of a sewer grate leading down into a drain, and you see stonework on either side, but from there, it's kind of strange to hear, but you can see the sewage sloshing back and forth and hear these cavernous boom sounds as something is hitting the wall, smashing something. Now that you're this close, you can also hear this strange crackle Lauren, give me a perception check.
12.
That sounds funny. It sounds kind of like I don't know, a spell you've heard before. You're not quite sure what it is, but there's similarities to something. What is that, Crack? It's gonna bug you. Boom.
Did you guys find anything?
I don't know. Should I perceive or investigate?
Investigate.
I'm also helping her, by the way.
Do you have proficiency in investigation?
I have in both.
Okay, go ahead and roll an advantage. Luna.
Nope.
I should have had you help me, but I'm helping you.
Stick your hand, roll up your sleeve to the elbow, dig around under the bridge, and come up with turds between your fingers. Uncomfortable. It's definitely not what you.
I don't even know if I would have gone that far.
Oh, you wouldn't have? Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, poking around with my sword
poking
and stuff.
around,
Yeah.
using something, shooting some
You
Eldritch
look-
blasts.
You look as though if you troweled the depths of the sewer, you would have excavated turrets.
Yeah.
I
Get
said,
as little on me as possible.
Hey, Frey, friend, keep
Yeah.
track of my bear. All right, he's gonna stay with you. He's your new friend.
Okay.
Just so you know.
Frey looks visibly uncomfortable with this because he's probably the only
Investigation
person in
check.
the party who's actually encountered polar bears before.
They killed his family. His dark
I'll
backstory.
help her. But you don't need it.
The one that pinged off the wall, easy to find. The other one, you have to go poking around with your sword and then dipping your hand into the sewer to plunge it out of that water. It's not very deep. You don't even get all the way to the elbow here, but you pull out both of your hand axes.
It doesn't really bother Aster too much. He's just like, oh, this is part of the job. Shake off, whatever.
Little extra coloring, little extra,
Like the
a slight maybe beginnings of a patina of color on it, but
yeah. I'm
otherwise
sure
okay.
also with some of it getting burned away, that probably also flavored some of those little like burn marks on it. This might need mending later, Luna.
So,
Okay, we'll get there.
I start there. Boom! Frey, as you creep closer, you can see. Where's the reveal tool? Two massive piles of plants writhing and shaking back and forth, slamming these tendrils almost like huge tree limbs, smashing into the wall. These mounds of plants, they're shifting and shimmering back and forth. The creature almost has this strange roar, like tearing bark. It's smashing into these pipes. You only just learned the word, you're not really sure, and there's some sort of blue arcing thing lunging off of the pipe and hitting the creature. You see, head to toe, where normal plants grow lush and green, these are brown. Many of them are spotted with black and yellow pustules. Some of them are oozing out. Feces and other excrement are caught up in the plants, and it generally has this sickly look to it. Things are oozing and popping out of it in places that no creature should have that leakage. And again, these mixture of black, yellow, even a couple of purple pustules cover the leafy foliage throughout the creature. As you see it smash, and this blue arc travels through its body, you notice several of these creepy pustules pop and begin oozing. Maybe a third of these toxic looking pustules have cracked. The rest cover its body. It's moving in jerky motions and it's trying to shake things loose, and you see it claw at itself as much as it smashes into the wall. Its partner doing much the
Must be
same.
using the wrong fertilizer.
In the ice place that you're from. So much.
Would I know what these things are, or have seen them before, or have read about them?
History check. Aaron, nature check.
Yes. Sir. Let's see.
Lauren, you've read something. Some second-hand account that you dismissed of creatures that kinda tickle your brain about this in the Feywild, maybe? Aaron, you on a raid off onto shore know what these are. This is a shambling mound. Plants and magical energies combine into a sort of almost elemental creature, almost plant-like growth. Imagine a bear made entirely of plants with arms like tree trunk whips. And you won't be far off. They're powerful, very powerful. You know them to be immune to lightning damage. But it seems like... Go ahead and roll a perception check.
Okay.
It seems like they're using that immunity to try and maybe destroy some of these pustules, this infection across its body. You've never seen that before. Normally, they look very healthy and they straight up try and eat you. But these are preoccupied, damaging things, trying to get at that whatever that arc is, that lightning.
I'm gonna be like, guys, everyone, these beasties, they're shamblers, they're immune to lightning, but they normally they'd be trying to rip your face off. But they're doing something with the stuff over there, man. I don't really. This is weird. This isn't normal for them. But recommend caution because they definitely have hurt some of my friends before. If not killed my friends before.
They've killed at least 2 of your crewmates. There was an unfortunate goblin that was eaten whole. You found only a femur picked clean later on.
Knowing that, I definitely tell our good new buddy that, yeah, one of my goblin friends, he was eaten whole by one of these.
No, why would you tell him that?
To instill confidence, he's gonna be the goblin to take him out. Compared to that other weak pirate goblin.
Mr. Frey, I don't like your friends very much. Can I say that? I don't know if I should say that. He looks at the snake. Then looks at Aaron. Then looks down at Aaron. Then looks back up at the snake. You were really impressive.
That's better. Thank you, friend.
He's shaking
I'm
like
sorry.
a leaf.
I am very sorry for the spikes.
That was you?
I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on him at first level.
Okay.
Man, I'm sucking 2 1s on my Cure Wounds.
All right.
Luna, what is your assessment? Do you have any direction for this situation?
Get in there, bear!
Well, I guess we're attacking? I
if
don't
you
really know
think
much about
so-
these.
Well, he told us a bit, and
They're immune to lightning.
I could
And
I
see
guess
what
they're
I
plants. They
remember.
probably don't like fire.
I'm
Can
sorry.
Just a guess.
me
They're fine
looking
with
at them, do
lightning.
I know anything different, or do you not want to have me also roll a thing now that I'm here?
You don't have to.
Okay.
With the nature check that Aaron got, he would, and his previous encounters with the crew, he would
Mhm.
know that they're immune to lightning and they're resilient against cold and flame. These are
Yeah, I was about to
things
say, I'm like,
they're a
they're
hardy
not-
plant. They grow up big and strong. They had
Yes,
their fertilizer done especially right.
Which I also
I'm
repeat.
insulted.
They strong. They're very strong.
Listen, now I'm gonna turn and be as cocky as possible to Luna. But lightning is extremely hot. It's like ultimate fire. So they're immune to that. So they're not immune to fire, but they're resilient.
Well, that's. I suppose that's correct about the creature, but I don't think that's technically correct. between
That's
fire
exactly
and-
how the world works, child. Go
Does
get
he
him,
look
bear!
old?
The bear looks back.
Luna
And
just
as
kind
One
of.
of the shambling mounds
Just looks at
turns
Luna.
around and looks at the party. This
If
one
it
over
blades,
here
we can kill it.
looks at you, and as it moves, another couple of oozing piles of feces just sort of plop out of it. A couple of things pop and burst, and you hear the shuffling of tree limbs. It looks at you,
It's time to honor Cord.
roars that sound as if 1,000 trees had just ripped open its bark in a huge windstorm, and then uses its other tendril to just smash the machine behind it again, getting that jolt.
Uh-oh.
It's fine. They're gonna join me crew.
What are you doing?
Get in there, bear! And I said the bear.
You said the bear.
The bear charges in.
Okay, then I guess we're rolling for initiative.
Is this how you get people to join your crew?
I don't need people on me crew.
I
We're
thought
the-
this- Okay.
He's on a crew.
that
No,
was a different character. Came out there for a second. No,
Oh, wow.
he's not trying to get people on his crew.
yeah, that was Jones from.
Jones popped out there for a second.
Damn.
No, nope.
Jim and I.
We are the most popular pirate ship in the entire ocean. We don't need help.
Man, I don't need any.
Me
of
and
these
Joe have been
initiative
rolling really
rolls.
well too.
I've
Yeah.
been rolling consistently 12.
I've been rolling consistently below 6. But hey,
Oh
at
boy,
least
get
my
in
knowledge
there,
roll
bear.
is high, and that's what really matters.
True.
Okay. You fucking kidding me?
Oh man, bear's about to get in there.
Okay. Bear rushes in, initiating combat. Lauren, you're up.
Okay. I have an idea. He pulls out his wand and casts slow. So make
Okay.
a wisdom save,
Ooh.
spell DC of 15.
on the two.
Okay.
Underrated spell.
Gambling.
Okay. The one closest to the bear succeeds.
Oh no, the
This
bear!
one, furthest away, fails. We'll put a clock on him to say that he's slowed.
You know
the
what?
Shuffling of it, of the.
I want
leaves
the one on the left
everywhere.
to roll again.
Well, you want the one on the right to roll again.
Or yeah, on my left. Yeah, the one on the right.
Okay. 7. They both fail.
Awesome. Okay.
Okay. Both of
Go
them,
bear.
you see the shuffling of
He goes,
everything
"Come on."
go back and forth. Slow. They turn from the machine slowly, facing you guys. Unable to roar that impressive tearing of bark.
So for everybody, they have a -2 to AC and Dex saves. Can't use reactions and can only use an action or a bonus action, not both. They can only make one attack.
Let's go.
Can't make more than one melee or ranged attack during its turn. They can do the save again at the end of their turn. So,
Nice.
Okay.
all right, I'm gonna end my turn then.
Alright. Luna.
I'm gonna step and grab my food.
I
Nick
will.
is away. You can just fireball it.
They get -2 to their save.
They do.
Yes.
This is Sean saying this. Aster would just go with whatever Luna suggests.
Get them now. They are slowed.
I will. I can target, like, him from where I am, correct?
Yes. You have
Okay.
line of sight.
I will bonus action hex this one.
Okay. We will do a. That's poison. Let's do the evil skull for hex.
Okay. And then I shall Eldritch Blast that one twice.
Alright, go ahead. Give me them rolls. First one hits, the second one does not.
That
Go ahead and roll some
I'm not
damage.
sure if it added my
Hex.
my hex in there. +3. No, I don't think it did. Okay, I guess that's not on right.
Oh, what did you
Just
choose
add
when?
damage. You haven't rolled damage yet.
What
Oh,
did
that's
you-
on damage. Never
What did you
mind.
choose
Sorry.
when you cast the spell? What ability?
Oh yeah, because it
What?
Hex also allows you choose one of the abilities, and on that ability check they have disadvantage. People
Oh,
forget
I
that one.
forgot about that. Yeah, I didn't remember that part. What are the different
wisdom.
things?
Do
The
wisdom.
six, like wisdom.
Okay, wisdom.
Yes.
Okay. This one has disadvantage on wisdom.
Okay, sorry. Did you say one hit?
One hit, yes.
Okay.
But it's only on checks, not saves.
So.
Oh shit. Okay. Well, whatever.
That's why
Oh.
it's often forgotten because.
Oh. Okay. So it should have been. It should have been strength.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Is it one of? Never mind. Okay, whatever.
Oh, but it hit with an 11. Oh, I guess because it has.
No,
hit
14.
with a 14. The
14.
hit for 16 damage.
And it had
Your
also.
bonus action, your action, are you going to move closer?
I'm good.
Okay. That would bring us to Aaron, except the slow mound.
Yeah, super slow.
It is going to slam down on the bear in front of it with a 19. Does that hit?
Nick, does a 19 hit your bear? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. It's 2 of these plus these. Let's hear some rattle.
Sounds like a lot.
Uh-oh.
Sounds like a lot. Oh
That's
no.
a lot of damage.
How much was it?
16,
We don't know
20
yet.
22 points of damage as a giant tree trunk like appendage comes smashing down onto the bear
Poor bear. He lost over half his health.
in one hit.
It's a hardy
make-
bear.
Make a strength save.
Who's making the strength save?
The bear.
Oh, the bear. Okay, the bear's actually got a +5 at that, so hold on. Strengths, I guess it's just the same, right?
Yeah, unless he has any special saving things.
No, it's just he has a 20 strength, so I'll just give him his
It's
20
D20,
plus 5.
It's D20 plus 5.
Yep.
21 succeeds. Alright. It attempts to latch on as part of the on-hit ability, but the bear shrugs off the appendage and shakes its head and roars, teeth still purplish with that ichor from the beast before. Alright. Aaron, your turn.
Hey! Alright. To make it. Alright, so I'm gonna bonus action turn into a bear.
Okay. I will copy, paste, and give you control. Aaron, you have control.
Cool. Alright, so I'm gonna mark this bear with a blue dot. That's me.
Blue dot is you. I will move you off to the side here.
Snake moved up to here. Bear moved up 1 space, and I moved up 1 space, and we're all gonna fuck up this stupid plant
Alright.
right here.
Give it a go.
Alright, let's go with Snake first. He's gonna try. No, Snake last. We're gonna do me first. So that is multi attack. Gonna bite. So it's D20 plus 5. Does 16 hit?
16 does hit.
Alright, so 1d8 plus 4. Whoop. So 7.
7 points of damage. Alright.
Alright, then we're gonna claw attack. Another d20 plus 5. It's another 16. That hits. 2d6 plus something. 2d6 plus 4. I have the advanced dice roller up. I never use this. So that's 11 points of damage from me. And my thing is done. So now I'll do the bear, who wants his revenge. Bear is 1d20 plus 7 for his bite attack.
You can also move away from the plant because it cannot make reactions.
Oh,
21 hits.
cool. Alright, so he does 1d8 plus 5. His damage on his bite, so that's 12. Then he does his claws attack. So 1d20 plus 7. 22. He's pissed off for getting the shit kicked out of him in one big hit. And he does 2d6 plus 5. Okay. So that's the bear. That's both bears done. Now it's my turn. I mean the snake's turn. And he's going to use his constrict ability. Which is 1d20 plus 6 to hit. Ooh, that one did not.
Fails. It tries, but it's sliding around with all this uncomfortable fluid, and the snake, which is used to having flesh, just can't seem to wrap its head around attacking
body.
this plant. It's so strange.
Hmm.
The bears, however, lash out. They've probably, back in their minds, have encountered something like this before, and
Yep.
on instinct lash out at the correct spots within its foliage. Also coming away with a little bit of shit smeared on their fangs. It's uncomfortable, but
Okay, so then
it's part of the job. That's a shit ton of damage in one go.
and I honestly didn't roll that great half the time. So me and the snake back off, knowing that we're actually capable of being killed, where that bear is just, he's
Okay.
fine.
He's a thing from the Feywild, or a Fey spirit, technically.
He'll be fine.
Alrighty.
I
Sophia.
tried to make my turn as quick as possible, knowing that it was going to be
Disappeared.
stupidly complicated.
Is invisible and is not going to take an action.
Well, oh, that's not her action. Neat.
Solano. What do we do, Mr. Frey? I don't want to get eaten.
Alright, then don't. You can go ahead and fight, but don't get eaten.
You just do it, stupid.
Oh boy. He's gonna 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's gonna get to here and ready an attack action if any of them come close. Astra.
Okay, I want Astra can run up to here, I believe. If you can see my arrow.
Yep.
Okay, she's gonna run up 30 feet that way. Also, do these seem like potentially the monsters that we're looking for, just from what we've been described and whatnot?
You guess with the damage to the piping and the electricity that's probably what they were upset about up top. You're guessing.
All right. I pull out and finally get to use my longsword. I'm gonna take 2 swipes.
Okay.
Oh,
First one definitely hits.
So when I use, does that because it doubles all damage, does that also double my psionic energy damage? It's up to you.
Yes, it would.
the
Because
dice.
It
it's
doubles
dice.
the dice. I mean,
Yeah.
it would double if a paladin was using smite. So yeah.
Might.
Okay, so it would actually be because for the second one it would be because it's +4, but it'd be 6 + 4, so that'd be 16. So that's for the first hit. Did that double the damage? Yeah, it did double the damage for. Well, it doubled the dice for the first one.
It didn't double the dice for your psionic attack.
Yes, it didn't because it didn't register it as a crit.
So roll another d8, I guess.
So
Yeah, I can do that.
13
Yeah.
Plus 10
Oh,
is
make-
23. Plus 2 is 25.
And then an extra 6 from the second attack, and
Wait,
then she
Did the
is.
second attack hit?
You
Oh,
no,
right,
no,
it's
the
10.
second attack.
No,
didn't.
Oh.
then sorry, but don't disregard that 6 damage. But she's going to action surge to attack 2 more times.
Nice.
Go into she just runs and starts kind of like trying to flip around and just in this parry of strong and better adjectives attacks. It does just swing a ton. So nat 1. 14.
14 with slow hits.
Yeah, I'll take it.
All right, so Astra rushes up, muscles bulging as she grabs her sword, comes down with a chop, lunges forward, smashes through, goes for an upward swipe to cut herself up and back through, but only catches a couple of branches that aren't really attached. It's hard to see what's going on, and then comes back down for a slice right through the center line. 13 more damage. All right. Okay. Frey, you're up.
All right. How are these shambling mounds looking?
They're looking pretty healthy, actually.
Okay, I am going to then refer to my sheet music again, play my nice new song called Fairy Fire.
Oh,
This is going to be dex saves
okay, never mind.
minus the 2 for the slow.
You get out this strange looking lute and jam on a couple of chords. The music, a gentle and very sharp contrast to the drip, drip, drip of water and turds. Dex save for both of them.
They do have a -2 to both of their deck saves.
And more than that. Both of them fail. Now they are outlined and breathing fire. What is the color of your fairy fire? Oh, wait, no,
Green.
we did this. It's green
Oh.
fire.
It's green this time.
Oh, it's green this time. Got it.
Yeah.
Breathed in fairy fire. That gives you guys advantage on attacks. Got
Apparently, I
it.
should have waited to action search till next turn. Whoops.
Alright, now it is this creature's turn. It attempts to roar at you, but it's not that impressive. It sounds more like the snapping of tree branches and one or two limbs, not like that inferno of a storm from before. It's going to attack you, Astra.
All right, bring it on.
Does an 18 hit?
It is exactly my AC.
Okay. Alrighty. Two of these. Two of these.
We couldn't hear you.
6, 7. You get 9 points of damage as a tree, as its extended limb comes down and tries to smash through on the side. You brace with your shield and it barely rocks you. The slow effect really jarring this creature.
The bear took 22 and you took 7.
Yeah, I rolled
Oh,
really
was it
bad.
7 or 9?
It was 9.
9.
9.
Oh, sorry.
Still, bear took 22.
Yeah.
I need you to go ahead and make a... Oh. Okay. It wasn't a strength check before. It was a constitution check.
So
That's alright. Go ahead and make a constitution save. for me.
Constitution save.
Yep.
15?
15 succeeds. It
Yes.
tries to wrap its limb around you, and it just... The feces makes it all slippery, and you get a couple of pricks, like inconsequential scratches on you, Astra, from the branches and broken bits of foliage. A couple of weird smears, but you're holding fine. What was the slow save, Joe? Another wisdom?
Wisdom 15. DC
Wisdom
15.
15. Wow. Not likely to do that. Not with a 7. Rolling pretty poor. Alright. That takes us back up to the top. Lauren. The creature. Oh, actually. Flare action. You see the sparking of that arced energy behind both of the shamblers lash out. It hits, lancing through the foliage of the creatures. A couple more of those strange pustules and creepy looking feathers, or leaves, pop and begin to ooze free. you see the shambling mounds pick themselves up a little bit. Not much, but a little bit. Top of the round.
Are they like standing in some way, or is it?
Imagine to put it in.
Could they be knocked over? Is what I'm asking. Could they be knocked prone?
No.
Okay.
Well, actually, it would have been a perception check probably for that, but I'll just give this one to you for free. Imagine these creatures, they're like recolor muck green and have tree limbs sprouting out of it. That kind of creature. Pokemon reference. I got it.
It's only two is 4. Half is 5. This would still do more damage. I'm gonna shoot a firebolt.
Okay, which one?
The only one I can see, which is this one. I can't. Yeah, this one. Nope. There we go.
There we go.
Okay.
So
One on the left.
15.
15 hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
13.
13.
And it doesn't do as much damage as I know. I know. Anyway, that's it.
Okay.
Another finely crafted blue flame flies down the corridor and hits Audrey.
Okay.
Jim, are you like tickling Gooby?
I am not tickling Gooby.
I want to roll an insight check on that answer.
All right.
You don't want to know for sure what he's doing.
You probably don't want to. Let's move off this conversation.
Fair enough.
Luna, you're up. What are you gonna smash?
I'm just gonna continue my Eldritch Blast.
All
Got
right.
advantage.
That one with my Hex.
Okay. One on the left. Go ahead and
Boy.
give me them rolls.
They're coming.
Both hit, solid hits. Boom, boom. The greenish turquoise blast lancing out through the dark. You hear almost a hollow tear as they rocket through the air. Thunk, thunk. Patches of foliage almost sort of burn out of its way and hit. The creature would be roaring, but it comes out as a strange, slow noise. That's a lot of damage. 14, 17,
And 17.
28 plus 6, 34.
Did you do the hex damage?
Yep, that's the necrotic.
This one is looking awful. It's beginning to slump forward. It's quite wilted. The pus is just like hardening some of its body parts, and the slow is just wrecking this creature. Can't do anything.
Good fucking spell.
Aaron.
Same as last time. We running up.
Same
We're gonna
as
rock
last
through
time.
this turn.
The creature goes before you move.
Yep.
The bear is in its face and it doesn't seem to want to move away from the electricity. It's going to come down with that thick tree trunk and see if it hits first before I roll damage. 13 plus 7 is a dirty 20. That's definitely an ow. 5 and 5 is 10. 3 and 3 is 6. 16 points of damage.
Oh, he living.
He living.
He living. He got 4 health. He living.
Go ahead and make a Constitution save
Okay.
with the
That
stats of the bear.
That is just a D20. That's all it's gonna
D20.
be. Woo! Let's go, bear.
19. All right, it's not gonna get to eat anybody, is it? Unfortunately, not. Okay. Again, it doesn't want to move away from the space. Aaron, your turn.
All right, now we're gonna do it. And you know, I was gonna have the snake attack first, but nah. This bear, this 4 HP bear, he's gotta hit it. All right, we're gonna use his bite attack. D20 plus 7. 23.
Hits.
So that is the 1d8 plus 5.
7.
7 points of damage. Then he uses his claws attack. 7. Misses. Right?
Definitely misses.
Cool. So polar bear is done. On to my turn. Use my bite attack. 1d20 plus 5. Oof!
Miss.
I can't bite him.
You lunge out and bite, and you come back with turd-covered plants.
Ah! We're claws now. Hey, there we go.
There you go. So angry, you spit out the turds, go with those blunt claws, and you feel them connect with something a little more solid than twigs. You rip it out. 12 points of damage.
12 points of damage there. Now the snake's gonna try to constrict him again.
Alright.
D20 plus 6. 15?
15 is going to hit.
Let's go!
The snake finally getting its balance around the creature, grips around it all the way up to its head, and watch as this one cord of muscle down the whole creature just tightens up. You can hear limbs and plants and trees and snap, crack, and begin to stress that creak like trees in a heavy windstorm.
Takes 15 points bludgeoning damage, and the target is grappled.
This one's
with an
still
escape.
looking good.
Yep. So he's grappled. His escape DC is 16. Creature is restrained, and the snake can't get anyone else. Snake also can't really move.
Okay.
Much. So I'm gonna move back, and I'm gonna bring
Sophia
my little bear back too.
is gonna move up.
I am
Not
a
that
slightly
anybody
smaller bear.
sees her because she's invisible. Oh, I didn't try to break it, but there's no way at all. Yeah, no. Continue on to Solano.
All right.
Solano is gonna come up. Frey, are you watching? She's gonna rip out the knife and go for 2 attacks.
Yeah.
Where's my Solano here? Doot. First one misses. The second one connects. The first one he just whips through a solid piece that turns out to be nothing but turds, and then he goes into the backhand and stabs deep into the foliage. 5 points of damage plus pint-sized slasher. 8 points of damage. He's looking bad over there. The thing is slumping and it's shifting. It's even less energetic than before with the slow spell. It just sort of slumps further He's gonna use his bonus action, disengage. Not that he needs to, but he's freaked out, so that's what he's gonna do. And he ends up over there. That's his turn. Astra, what are you doing?
All right. So they both look pretty weakened then.
This one looks really bad, but this one still looks pretty healthy.
Okay, and then she's gonna strike once with the long sword. Yeah, long sword first, and it has advantage though because it is fairy fire, correct?
Yes.
All right, so I assume 22 hits.
Yep. You go overhead, two-handed with a slash, spinning over your head and cutting down with precision as you lance across from almost the upper shoulder down to the lower.
Does 14 do it, or does it need
14
more?
damage. It does not go down, but it looks really, really bad.
12.
12 does not hit. Unfortunately, you go back for the slice, the reverse cut with the other edge of your longsword, and it catches the edge of one of its tendrils. You cut off the tip, but nothing else. No real damage.
Okay. She's gonna then use her bonus action to just second wind and get some health back as well. So I don't feel like anything else is gonna happen with this.
Frey.
Nice.
All right. I am going to.
You can move away.
I can move away.
No, Sean.
Astra's gonna stick by it.
Okay. Sorry, Jim.
All right. I'm going to when to say you're not so big now. I'm going to cast enlarge reduce. I'm going to try to reduce this dude here.
Okay.
So.
Oh gosh, we're just nerfing it into nothing.
Constitution
You're
saving?
strained and slowed. And
Let's see.
fairy fired.
Oh, I think that gets rid of the fairy fire though, doesn't it? Well,
Does it? Is there concentration or is it something else?
I don't think. No, go ahead and check. I'm not sure.
Large reduces concentration.
Oh yeah, it's
Reduce fairy
concentration. Never mind. Wait, is this concentration?
It is concentration. So they're
Oh
both
yeah,
concentration.
I'm not casting that then. Yeah, that's not happening. I'm just going to approach, and I'm going to take a whack at this dude with my great sword.
Okay.
And that was my magic item from we started. So I have advantage because it's fairy fired at the
17 hits. Go ahead and give me some damage. 10 on that.
All right,
one.
that's 10 points. Yeah.
Okay.
And then with my bonus, I am going to let's see, what can I even do here? I think with my bonus action, I'm just gonna hold that. That's good.
Okay.
I'm good for this turn.
Do you want to move away?
Nope.
Okay.
So, this creature in front of Astra, it's their turn. They're going to make a strike. Nat 20.
Oh, shit.
That hits.
Okay. So 4 of these,
You have
4
a
of
diamond.
those. I need another one of those, actually. A dice bag to the rescue.
Or I don't
Sorry,
have
Sean. I'm out of chrono
today.
shift.
It's okay. I just healed.
Okay. That might be a good
I
thing
don't-
you did. Hold on. Let's check. Okay.
I'll have
I haven't
Revivify
rolled this
tomorrow.
much dice in a long time.
We don't have any diamonds yet.
Exactly.
The more dice, the more fun.
Oh.
4,
Oh.
8, 18, 20, 24, 25, 29 points of damage as it just comes right for the same spot that it tried before. It's just gonna swing sidearm its appendage towards your shield side, and you think with confidence you're gonna block until with it the last second when the shield comes up to protect your head, it dips down and hits you in the thigh. You get rocked.
How many points of damage was it again?
29.
And as that happens, she, similar to when she attacks, a little bead comes out of her gem on her forehead and goes, "Thoo, thoo." And instead of pushing my shield to, or like pushing my weapon to do damage, it kind of explodes out and expands into a little shield and slows it down a little bit, but it definitely still comes through and hits me. So I instead take 24 points of damage by reducing it by 5.
An arcane shimmering shield forms
Yes.
in the way and blunts some of the damage, but that's still a really painful hit. Your hip
Yeah,
is going
it's
to
how I felt.
throb. I need you to roll a Constitution saving throw.
Constitution save. 14.
14. Aww. Meets it, beats it.
Yeah, let's go. I'm
DC
proficient in
So close.
Constitution
14.
saves. Damn.
It's not gonna swallow anybody today. Alright. Lair action. End of the round. Both of them. The crackle of sparks from the damaged machinery behind lance out. You see they both, some of the pustules and stuff pop, and it gets a little better, but not by much. The one in front of you, Astra, still looks pretty much on death's door. The other one, it's a little perky. It's a little perky. Still got a little bit of ways to go. That was a lot of dice here, Sean.
It's okay. It was half my health, and the last time it didn't do too much damage.
If you didn't do the deflection attack, it would have 100-0'd me.
Wow. No wonder
I have
Lauren's
27
way back.
HP.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
Now, remember that he still did 22 to the fucking bear without a nat 20.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if he, yeah. Imagine if he wasn't
God.
slowed.
Oh, God.
Without the slow, 2 or 3 of you would have been eaten by now, and
Yep, slow's definitely been clutch.
slow is clutch.
Which, he gets
At
to
the
save
end
it.
of his turn, he gets to attempt to save, but it's not happening.
You gotta believe, Dakota. Believe for that nat 20.
It's a wisdom save. 8 with plus 0, so it
Nice.
ain't happening.
Excellent.
This was an
I'm surprised it has
excellent
plus
choice.
0.
It's a wisdom save, correct? Yeah,
Yes.
plus 0.
That wasn't like a -3 or something.
Nope.
Wise plant oops.
You should see some of the other stats, but anyway. Lauren.
Can I like move over here and see this one?
The one that's restrained by
Through
snake.
Luna,
I just have to be able to
giant
glimpse it.
Bear, and the.
Just say
Okay,
I. It's
yes.
advantage.
You can see it. You can see a little bit of it. It's
Perfect.
dark.
Magic missile.
Alright, there we go.
All right, so 9.
9 points of damage. Thunk, thunk, thunk. These almost imperceptible, strange auras ripple through the air before it hits. Sprays of fecal matter. This time, a small dead rat and what looks like some sort of leakage and pus flies out of the creature, spattering the wall behind it. Good damage. You said 9 there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Average.
Move, action, bonus action?
I'll move back to. No, I'll stay there. I'm done.
Okay, end of turn. Luna.
Okay. Continuing Eldritch Blasting.
Which one?
Okay, which one?
Okay.
And that one?
Um,
All right,
one.
go.
Yep, on that.
Hits.
Okay. Wait, why is there a plus?
'Cause
Oh,
you
it's
have
counting
Yeah,
the
that's not.
Hey, you got a nat 20.
5 plus 8. Oh wait, no, I have advantage on these, don't I?
You do have
Yeah.
Yeah,
advantage.
you
Oh, so it
do.
is
You
a
got
nat
that
20.
fairy fire, John.
Oh yeah.
17 points of damage. The thing is slumped over and looking the worse for wear. There are holes and whole sections of it missing. There's one whole side of the green leaf that just seems to have faded to brown and already started to curl up like it's dead already. This thing looks bad.
But still alive.
But
still
Luna,
alive.
don't you get a second bolt?
That was
Exactly.
Oh yeah, second bolt.
Oh,
I had to see if it died first.
23 hits. Go ahead, finish it off.
26.
All right. With the last blast, go ahead and tell me how you finish this guy off.
My force damage, I guess you can sort of see it, the beam goes through its mouth, question mark?
Mm-hmm. It's got a weird plant-like mouth.
Yeah, it'll go through its mouth and you can see back into the wall behind it as it crumples down and everything turns brown and it dies.
The greenish turquoise blast flies out of Luna's hand and she's like a bolt right through the mouth. It's trying to roar in Astra's face and Luna's not having any of that shit. Takes it right through the center of the mouth, blowing the back of its head wide, spattering the electrics and everything arcing behind it. It slumps down and slumps and slumps, withering faster than you've ever seen anything occur until it is nothing but a smoldering pile of leaves on the ground, faintly burning that greenish turquoise color, the ghostly shimmer. This one's down. Aaron, it would be your turn, but the monster goes first.
Yep, the monster has disadvantage and can't move because he's restrained.
That's right.
But
Yeah,
he can try to break it though.
It's gonna roar, and in its slowed state, it's not gonna try anything. It's just gonna try and smash. He's literally gonna try and smash the snake into himself with disadvantage. That is a 13 with disadvantage. That does not hit your snake.
No, that does hit.
It does
Snake
hit your
AC
snake.
is very low. It's 12.
Uh-oh.
It's good. He's fine. He got 60 health.
Alright. 6 plus 2 is 8, plus 3 is 11, plus 3 is 14. 14 points of damage as it's distracted from fray, goes up and tries to smash the head of the snake. It hits and just smashes it into himself. Strange. Foliage goes popping everywhere. Leaves fall to the ground. The snake hisses and squeezes tighter, readjusting itself for the new angle. Aaron, you're up.
All right. Get in there, bear.
the gang's all here now.
Gang's all here. We're ready. We coming in.
Oh, I heard a roll.
Actually,
I was
bear's
checking to see if it would
coming
roll,
over
but
here. I'm
it
coming
didn't.
over here.
I was gonna say like, oh no, he walked next to the lightning. Did he get shocked?
Nah.
All right. So we're gonna start with the snake who just got punched in the fucking mouth, and he's gonna bite him.
Alright, give me that
So
roll.
he has the advantage because he's restrained and because of fairy fire. So you got
Mhm.
a million
Double
advantage.
if that even existed.
Yep. Let's see. Does this work? Oh, he
Oh!
doesn't need advantage. He nat 20s on his bite. So 4d6 plus 4.
That's a lot.
Oh,
of
dear God!
damage.
That snake is pissed! Oh!
Fangs just lash out, and instead of one hit, it goes in for a second, just flashing into it. The venom and its bite tearing chunks deep into this plant monster's body. You must have hit the right leaf a couple of times. That's a lot of damage. It tries to scream, it tries to writhe around, but nothing's working. It barely gets the rustle of leaves on an autumn breeze out. Your next attack.
All right, time for 4 health polar bear.
Yeah, 4 health polar bear.
Let's go. I have never kept track of 4 different health things as a player, so
It's
pretty
tough.
crazy.
Gonna have to
I can only
start
imagine what DM would do. That's
taking
crazy.
notes.
Yeah, or getting like individual character things or whatever.
I have that little section that says like, oh, you know, your little like where you keep your amount of spears or whatever.
Is that damage or is it an attack?
That is an attack for
Okay.
his bite, so that misses. No, wait, no, it's with advantage, so he gets another one.
So you gotta roll to another time.
He still missed.
misses.
Come on, bear. He's delirious. He got fucked up. All right, claws attack. There we go.
Hits.
I'll roll, see if he gets that nat 20. He doesn't. So now we're doing that 2d6 plus 5.
We gotta
Or
make
it's-
you another character sheet of just creature attacks that you can.
Yeah, that would
will
be.
make it much
Yeah.
faster. We'll work on
You
Yeah,
could maybe
instead
get
of,
one
like,
with like character.
I have no idea how to do that. So there you go. There's the bear damage. 13
13
points of bear claw damage, and now my bear claw damage for 1d20 plus 5 with advantage. Oop.
13 is exactly what you need.
Let's go.
With slow, that -2.
Oh my
slow
gosh,
is
it's
killer.
so OP.
slow is literally saved your guys' ass.
God damn it! Look at those ones. 5 points of bite damage.
I honestly had no idea. I was like, Time Wizard, he has slow, right?
Is slow? Yeah.
It's just
I've
so
never used this
strong.
spell before. That looks like a
didn't
debuff.
know.
Hits.
Low
Cool
OP.
hit. So now we're doing last thing that I can do.
Let's
2
see. Come on,
D6
it's looking really, really bad. Show me the
plus
damage.
4, 8.
It's literally
Got him.
slumped over in the in the snake's grasp, but it's still shaking. Half of its body's turned the brown of feces, and the pus is just sort of everywhere. It's slumped to maybe half its size at this point. Barely a rustle left in it. Sophia does nothing. Solano is gonna step over
Oh,
here
do it,
behind
Solano.
Frey. He's gonna
What you
step
wanna
behind
do?
Frey. And it's like, you can do it, Frey! Take him down! He's gonna pass his
Bardic
turn cheering
inspiration.
on Frey.
Oh, I could have used Bardic Inspiration. Oh well.
Oh, he doesn't have Bardic Inspiration.
No,
He's
no, no.
just-
I do.
Yeah,
I completely
Oh,
forget that I have
yeah,
Bardic
that's right.
Inspiration all the time. Oh well.
Alright, he's gonna pass the turn to Frey. Astra.
I'm just gonna step by, come over to this side. As she gets there, drops her shield, is gonna go two-handed with it to finish off this boy.
Okay.
So let's go two-handed attacks.
24 hits.
24.
Show me the money.
That would be that plus my
No plushes,
psionic
that's
energy
it.
coming.
That's it.
Can I just like plunge it down, like pushing like my force hitting like the hilt of my blade, pushing like the force down
Don't
it
hit my snake.
as I go through it, as it just onto it as I plunge into the plant monster.
The giant constrictor snake sees you approach with your sword, and it's squeezing hard. You see it rotate and give you a perfect opportunity. You grab your sword in two hands, and using your psionic energy that purplish blue energy?
No, it's more like you know, kind of like hollow wind,
like
kind of like
hollow.
airbender kind of like look. You know, I'll show you like Explosion Man. It doesn't have like a color
There's
specifically.
no color, but there's a sort of distortion around the hilt of his blade as he drives it through with extra force right through the center of this creature. It lets out a cry and slumps in the constrictor's grip, turning into a pile of brown, rotting leaves.
Well, I suppose we succeeded.
Phew.
We claim victory in the name of COD.
Are the pipes still like lightningy?
They're
Lightning.
certainly crackling with energy, yeah. They are a crackling. They look pretty banged up, but you recall that they had sent work crews down here to fix it and they got scared off. So your job wasn't really to try and fix them, just to pave the way for somebody else.
Got it.
Can Astra just take a look and see if she recognizes how it's fixable? Thinking though she probably doesn't have the tools to fix it, but she's just curious now, looking at the piping and
Go
just
ahead.
curious about it. I don't know what I'd roll for that.
Give me an intelligence check.
Sure. 13.
You get the
Bears are
gist
just
of it.
bored.
It's not that difficult. So, wait, what the hell is that?
Bears are high-fiving.
Maybe it's a little harder than you initially thought. Better leave it to somebody else.
All right. She's just gonna go and just pilfer through and just examine, like carving through some of like the plant monster, just kind of looking if there's anything of note and anything interesting to intelligently like that she can learn from it, from kind of dissecting it a bit.
Okay. You can go ahead and dig around in it. There's pretty much everything. The magical energies holding the plant monster together have dissipated. There's nothing really left except maybe a faint tingle of magic in some of the leaves. But it's leaves, twigs, and branches have just fallen on the ground at this point. There's not really much to pick through. Oh, I see Explosion Man now. Boom Man.
Mm-hmm.
So, Lorim says to Sophia if she rematerialized again.
She does rematerialize.
Job well done, no?
Excellent. You guys are quite formidable. I think the captain will be pleased with his choice and very pleased with your actions. Great job.
Both the bears go over to our good new friend and give him a big hug.
Oh,
Wait, though, about
she's
our friend.
shaking.
Both
You
covered
see me,
in plant goo.
Frey, man. Whew. That's the most I've seen in a long time. See the brown tusk fangs of the one, and still the purple flecked of him, of the other's mouth is. Oh, you picked some company there, Frey. Whew.
Yeah. They're total badasses.
Roar. Both just roar at him. And then smile as best as they can.
Wait, though, if the rats... I'm just gonna Jimmy Neutron brain blast this with my keen mind. And so, if we are over by the first rust monsters, and the rats told him that he already walked over his belongings, perhaps we can search over that way, and maybe there's another bridge that we can search.
Maybe
Do I
it's
rem-
just in the sewage.
Do I remember there being another bridge? Because I can accurately recall anything I've seen or heard within the past month.
You
Yes.
remember a bridge by the chest that you passed? But go ahead and roll me an intelligence check.
Just flat intelligence?
Flat intelligence. 12. You know, little creatures have little minds. It doesn't necessarily mean that it fell under a bridge or in the water. He could have just dropped it and walked past it. You know, these little creatures, they have a hard time making big thoughts.
Well, we could look for it.
I'd really appreciate that. I mean, this isn't a big section with all you guys. We could
There's
Uh,
still one area we haven't looked. Back in the beginning.
If you think that it would be advantageous to us, Luna, whatever you think.
I'm going to turn myself back into myself. 4 health bear is gonna go away, and Asmodeus is gonna turn back into a stick, all at the same time.
Well, if we
And I'm like, whoa, hey!
I'm gonna find it.
And then I cast Detect Magic.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Detect magic in this room. Your friends light up. Of course.
Of course.
I have a few magical items here and there. Let's double check. Solano does not have any magical items on him. Sophia practically blazes like the sun. Almost everything on her has some type of magical aura. Some of them even conflicting. But
Okay.
and as for anything other than your friends and allies, and the faint aura from the leaves of the shambling mounds, nothing too crazy coming off. Just the faint wisps of, everyday wild magic appearing and dissipating.
Well, it's up for 10 minutes, so as we walk, I'll just, look around, see if I can see anything.
All right. Do you want for expediency's sake, since it's 9:50?
Yep.
Yeah.
It's in the one room you guys were, stood at the end, didn't go in. The patch is right there on the side.
Well, we had an awesome ally that whole time who
Hey,
did
he's
a
gonna join the
bajillion
team.
damage.
He's a pretty cool little ranger.
He's gonna join the team. We're gonna convince him to leave his boss.
Out
We're
of,
gonna
That might
convince
out
be
of
his boss to
character.
sell.
He would have gotten fireballed if if Jim hadn't moved him.
Luna did not give a fuck about this guy. He was going.
Glad I got some also I'm like, oh, I'll cast Detect Magic, see if I can see anything else, and then I instantly know where everyone's magical items are.
You do.
Yep.
Now, I don't say a word of that to anybody. I don't even know that I said I cast Detect Magic. I was like, huh. Because I didn't ritual cast it, I just action casted it. Actually used a spell slot for it, so.
Yeah. And that's the only way you would know that basically everything on Sophia is magical.
Yep.
I feel like we
that
kind of got that sense, though.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That she seems like a magical squirrely away of I'm not gonna do
Need to
anything
write all
but
these-
use magic to run away from things and
Write all
avoid
this stuff
any
down.
difficulty.
So many things.
Yeah. So he's found his bag of gemstones that he's been hired to get. And I think we
And now we
will
murder him for them.
end the session there with you guys having found it, and whatever you decide to do after that, discussions and whatnot. I apologize. I didn't think the dungeon would take as long as it did, but I think we had fun.
Okay. Oh,
I think we had a blast with just dungeon delving for now. Very, very exciting session. Just so
I'll
you
get it
guys
better.
know, I want to peel back the curtain for a minute. Shambling Mounds have 137 HP, and they regain 10 HP around near that electricity. So,
so we
you
kept them
guys
next
did
to it.
an absurd amount of damage and having slow. It hits. If it succeeds, it eats you, and then can attack anyone coming close. Like, that slow spell saved so much ass.
Yeah.
That was
And also
insane.
could make like everybody could hit it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so much would have missed.
Yeah,
It
I
was
still
and then
missed
the- and then
a
the
fair
fairy
bit
fire?
even with that.
Yeah, it was a 15 AC naturally, so yeah.
Yeah, so then I turned it into a 13 with a -2 to deck save, and then Jim casts Fairy Fire, which means that we all have advantage, and it has -2 AC,
Yeah.
and it can only attack once. It has no reaction.
Yeah.
pretty
I
easy.
gotta plan better for such atrocities.
So many debuffs.
So
I'm so happy I saved
didn't
my
use
chronal
a
shift.
single debuff on it. I just punched it and bit it
You
and
just
clawed it.
got your gang out and you just all
I got my
got
gang.
around it and punched it.
We'll work on
Come on,
that.
boys.
I will work on adding beast attacks to your list.
Thank you.
And we'll, you said giant toad and bear, and we'll add those in and tinker. So whenever you
Yeah,
add
'cause
a new
it's
one
like-
that you want to do, we'll work on
Yeah.
adding those.
Yeah, because like polar bear has different stats from brown bear, which is like brown bear's a CR1, polar bear's a CR2. So like when I use the conjure animal, the polar bear is better than
Mhm.
I am. And it's slightly better stats.
Yeah.
So it's like,
Go ahead and make sure to write down somewhere that you have an unidentified ring, unidentified hatchets. I think
Yeah,
Jim
people
by
who
now
have-
has figured out
people who
what
have
his
these
gear
things.
is. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll keep that along, and hopefully you'll find somebody who can identify them in the next session.
I just kind of want to semi-retcon. I'm gonna say like before we left the plants, I want to make a rough sketch of what I found, and also for the centipede monster and the rust monster.
Okay. Yeah.
Like while we're done and leaving.
Mm-hmm.
What
Sounds good.
is the centipede monster called?
That is
Christy's writing down things that she kills again.
okay.
I mean, I was
it's-
okay.
It's
I was gonna be like, "Hey, have you ever seen this before?" And then they tell me what it is.
I mean, you can go ahead and roll a history check, or I can just.
This is just for me,
Oh,
Christy.
just for you, for Christy.
Yeah.
It's called a carrion crawler. Carrion crawler.
I killed literally nothing. But I beat the crap out of everything.
Yeah, because I'll write it as centipede sewer monster.
Yeah, so you got rust monster, a carrion crawler, and a shambling mound. Which was a lot. I thought 3 encounters was pushing it so close, but
We
turned
did
out
it.
to be pretty good.
I still got plenty of spell slots. I was
Ah,
gonna
I know.
fireball. I was gonna fireball in the first encounter, and I only have 2 3rd level spells. So I used
Yeah,
haste
same.
the first time, and then I used slow the second, and that was it.
Ah.
It was nice. You guys got a lot of spell slots. I gotta learn how to bleed you guys of stuff
Oh,
to make
Hey,
it hard.
listen, I ended up with one in each. I had 1 first level, 1 third level, and 1 second level left. And I didn't even cast that many spells.
Yeah.
I used all my spell slots.
Oh yeah, you're
Oh,
a
two
of
of them.
course you did. Conjure animals. It's a great third level spell. Get a polar bear. Yay!
I somehow made it out with my hand axes despite all of the treacherous places I threw them. And all the dissolving beings that they got thrown into.
Oh, so what was our XP this session?
I
That's a good
am
point.
Yes.
calculating that
We
with
got
the
Okay.
calculator.
Literally, most of my spells were all concentration, and they kept canceling each other out every time I cast something else. I'm like, oh well,
Yeah.
time to go to the next one.
I use 4 of my
It
psionic
is-
dies.
How many do
How
you
many
have?
do you get?
I get double my proficiency plus once a day I can use a bonus action to regen 1.
Wow, that's pretty good.
Yeah, so I can use it for
Asmodeus
the
back in
protective shield for my attacking and for one other ability that'll be secret.
Asmodeus is back to 60 health now that he's a stick. He's
So,
fine. He can keep trucking forever.
Yes. Also, as a side note, I noticed I was like, man, it's weird that it's like always set to on for advantage. So I went into the scroll thing, and if you go into role queries, you can change it to advantage
Oh, you didn't
toggle
know
if you
that?
want to swap it. Well, I
Yeah.
forgot. I thought it was like, oh, maybe Dakota had it set up that like
No,
it just
that's-
always
that's-
worked as an advantage. But then I realized, oh, I could change that.
Yeah,
'Cause I knew you
Christy
could
doesn't
change
like
it.
to. Christy likes it that way,
Mm.
not the one where you toggle between advantage, normal, and disadvantage.
I used to be that way too, but it started to grow on me of like, oh, you know what? I'd like to have it, if I didn't have if like, let's say I hit on the advantage hit, but I didn't hit on the normal one. As well as it doesn't make me think of like, oh, well, if I had advantage, I would have gotten this, or I don't know. It's grown on me to toggle between them.
I was terrified when
I
that
always
bear.
forget, so.
I was terrified when the bear got hit for 22. I was like, oh fuck.
Yeah, and then I was like, multi attack, though.
Oh god.
Just
Dead.
like 44, one. Yeah, and then it can grapple, and then it can eat you in one turn.
Death.
Okay. So,
I'm gonna say I also sketched the mushrooms, if that's cool.
sure.
I'm gonna ask about them. I'm not gonna take any, but I'm gonna sketch them.
Okay. It looks like the calculator with my fudginess is saying it's about 1,750 XP each.
Ooh.
Plus 7,000, so that means we're at 8,750 XP.
Yup. Let's go. Big XP. Big bears.
So now I'm looking up what the experience points 5e.
That's a lot of
What is-
bears.
When is leveling up? Curious. Leveling up would be when we get to
14,000.
14,000 XP.
Yep.
So we're a little bit of ways.
Yeah.
We'll make it there. We gotta believe. Someday I'll be the Hokage. It's like one of the two things I know about Naruto.
You know about when the lady came from the moon
No.
and then destroyed the world? But it's okay because Super Saiyan Naruto and Spirit Mecha Sasuke saved the day.
I watched
It's-
like the first 2 seasons
It's
of
so
Naruto
ridiculous. It's
before
like,
yeah.
well, no, so I didn't either. But then it's just like, okay, so this is like the finale of like one of the things, and it's just like, what happened? Like in Dragon Ball Z, you go from punching guys with crazy colored hair to punching guys with crazy colored hair. Like it doesn't get that crazy,
Mm-hmm. Just slightly larger, crazy colored hair.
right? Not like
Oh.
humans were made by the moon,
Mm-hmm.
alien lady.
Hold on.
What is
Okay, I
that?
think I did something wrong.
Uh-oh.
Well, we had 7,000 XP, so I know what we started with.
Yeah.
So add. No.
Uh,
Add 3,150 to it.
Damn.
oh.
So we'd be at 11,900.
This
That's their
calculator's
fault.
weird, so I'm fixing that.
That's a big difference.
Mm-hmm.
Mad fucking stats, man.
Let's
Still haven't
go.
leveled up, but alright.
Kicked a lot of ass. We're ready.
I think we'll end the stream there. That's a long